Guys, it's your boy BlastphamousHD. Oh man, this story time is utterly hilarious, man. Yeah, I'm saying this is one of my favorite story times to tell. It is the funniest one to me. You know what I'm saying? Bruh, oh my God. What it is, guys, you know what I'm saying? All right, so type of one in the chat if you guys can see your boy and hear me good. Type of two in the chat if you guys can't see and or hear me in the least. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's up, Bruce? What's up, Web Action? What's up, Adam? What's up, American? What's up, Paps? You know what I'm saying? Yo, what's up, Sonny? What's up, Purple? What's up, Shin? What's up, Doc Stubber? What's up, Tyler Knight? What's up, Crimson Man? What's up, Nebby? What's up, THL? What's up, Jay Blakes? Yo, what's good, SB? What's good, Cody, man? Hey, what's up, Brody? You know what I'm saying? What's up, Brody, man? Hey, what's up, Orlando Campbell? You know what I'm saying? What's up, Zather? What's up, Coolix? What's up, Silver? What's up, 50 Dubs? What's up, Adam? Yo, appreciate you guys, man. What's up, yo? Appreciate the compliments. You know what I'm saying? This story is crazy. It's hilarious. It's funny, right? It's the funniest story that I tell anybody. You know what I'm saying? It's the funniest story to me because, you know, it's like it's the best setup ever for any joke. You know what I'm saying? All right, so peep game. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Got to go on BHD Live. What's up, Anthony? What's up, Norland? What's up, y'all? All right, so hold up. I'm about to go grab my other phone. You know what I'm saying? There we go. Yeah. Oh, that's what's up. Fully charged. That's what's up. All right, y'all. So peep game. You know what I'm saying? All right, so this is what happened. You know what I mean? Okay, so a lot of you guys, type of one in the chat if you guys, type of one in the chat if you guys can hear the sound and the sound is good. Type of two in the chat if you can't hear the sound and the sound is bad. You know what I'm saying? I want to get this story time underway. This shit is hilarious. Oh my God. You know what I'm saying? All right, so with that being said, you know what I'm saying? All right, so you guys can hear me. The audio is good. What's up, Cupid Bug? What's up, Faison? What's up, Miss Kiki? What's up, Cody Main? What's up, Crimson? What's up, PS? All right, cool. So with that being said, you know what I'm saying? So I want you guys to type a 5 in the chat if you guys remember Chavez Slovakia. Type a 7 in the chat if you don't know who Chavez Slovakia is. You know what I'm saying? Bruh. Yeah. Hey, what's up, man? Yeah, man. Appreciate the compliment, Brody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right, that's what's up. What's up, dear? What's up, OD Goat? What's up, Dylon? Yo, you want me to sing a happy birthday to you, Nav? All right, super chat of 50 through, and I will sing happy birthday, Nav. Yeah, I'm saying. All right, you guys, so the first super chat milestone is 50 in super chat. Once we reach 50 in super chat, I will start to unlock all the hidden parts of this story. There's a lot. This story is wild long. It's wild crazy. You know what I'm saying? You guys' questions are going to fuel how much stuff I tell you guys because I know everything about this situation because I was there. It was hilarious. And the best part of this story is they still married, bruh. He's still with her. And he's still telling people it's me. To this day, if you guys run into Chavezz and you say, yo, man, so like, you know, whatever happened with you? Hey, W's in the chat. Appreciate you, BDJ the Kid. Yo, he just became a member of the BHD Army. Yo, that's what's up, Brody. Appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? W's in the chat. What's up, killer? Yo, all right, so peep game. You know what I'm saying? So look, once we, so type of 1 in the chat, once we reach the first 50 in super chat, AKA the first 45 more in super chat because BDJ, the Kid just became a member, you know what I'm saying? You want me to use my nunchucks while I tell this story. Type a 2 in the chat if instead for every membership we get, you guys want me to do a pull-up. Because I despise pull-ups. W's in the chat, yo. You guys are freaking awesome, man. BDJ the Kid, bro, you got great energy today, man. All right, so, peep game. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, yeah. Yo, that's what's up. Pull up. You guys are saying pull up. Yeah, understandable. All right, so we're going to hit pull-ups. You know what I'm saying? So for every, okay, so we just got a membership. So that's a pull-up. All right, so peep game, right? All right, so Chavez Slovakia is somebody I used to do videos with. You know what I mean? Way back when I first started doing YouTube. But, you know what I mean? Like, he ended up, oh, snap. Turn on the light. That's what's up. He ended up, so yo, so type a 1 in the chat if you guys want me to keep telling the story here. Type a 2 in the chat if you guys want me to tell the story in the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Figuring out the location of this mug. Okay, so, bruh, so, you know what I'm saying? Back in the day, way back in the day, I used to teach self-defense, aka martial arts, over at this, over at UNLV. You know what I'm saying? Now me, I was going to UNLV for film. You know what I'm saying? I met Chavezz and them at the student union. One day I'm walking through the student union and, you know, I happen upon this dude, you know, Chavez, Slovakia, and he's with this female. Her name is Primrose. You know what I'm saying? Yo, so, yo, W's in the chat to my big fuzzy nuts. Yo, thank you for the 2 in super chat, Yodi. Yo, did we ever get the very deserved fade from Chavezz? Yes, I beat Chavezz up. Once, I think it was only once. You know what I'm saying? Yo, so type a 1 in the chat if you guys want me to tell the story of when I beat up Chavezz for the first super chat milestone. Once we reach 43 more in super chat. Type a 2 if you guys want me to keep telling the story of when I first met Chavezz. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you guys are awesome. All right, so you guys have voted for us to stay in her. You know what I'm saying? Once we reach a 3 more in super chat, I will be doing another pull-up. But my arms are sore, and it is painful. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't mad at it. Let's wipe off the camera. You know what I'm saying? Bruh, this is like my favorite story time to tell. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just hilarious. Flash us. Oh boy. All right, so mostly 1s off up in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Which means that you guys want to hear the story. Okay, you guys want to hear the story about me fighting Chavezz. All right, so peak game. You know what I'm saying? We were, after we had all become cool, you know what I'm saying? He was dating Primrose. I was always up in there playing video games when I wasn't practicing, you know, cinematography or hanging out with film student people and whatnot. So he is, one day we had this Asian friend of mine, you know what I'm saying? Now, my Asian friend, his name was, we're going to say his name was Jimmy. Jimmy was about this tall, you know what I'm saying? And he was about 100 pounds soaking wet. Very small dude, Jimmy was. He was an Asian dude, really cool, but he was a small guy. So, with that being said, one day, Jimmy is up in there. We got a group of like 13 of us. We're all cracking jokes. You know what I'm saying? We're having a really good time. And, you know, Jimmy, he drops the N-word. You know, he did, but it wasn't hard R. You know what I'm saying? He says, you know, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yeah, man, hey. So I told this nigga, like, he just dropped it, like, casually like that. And, you know, I didn't really see much of an issue with it because, you know, Jimmy was one of us. Jimmy was cool, you know what I'm saying? I'd known Jimmy for like 7 years. He just was a bad comedian. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time when people say that, they're just bad comedians, you know what I'm saying? So he said it, and I didn't think much of it, but Chavezz is like, hey, you know what I'm saying? But now, if you guys don't know, Chavezz is from the suburbs. I don't know where he told you he's from, but he's from the suburbs. So Chavezz is like, hey, what'd you say, cuz? You know what I'm saying? What'd you just say? And he jumps in Jimmy's face. So Jimmy is like, he leans back, he's like, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? And we're all looking like, yo, like, what's going on here? You know what I'm saying? And then, Chavez is like, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, you use that word again, and I'm a break your face. And I'm just sitting there like, bruh, you gotta be joking me, bruh. So, I try to de-escalate, and I'm like, yo, it's not that big of a deal, you know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't, he ain't out here dropping hard ERs. He just, he just made a bad joke we're all telling stories. He's not a trained comedian. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, come on, bro, like, stall him out. It's not a big deal. So Chavez is like, no, no, say it again. Say it again. So he's looking directly at Jimmy, and he gets in his face, and he's like, yo, say it again, cuz. And, Jimmy's just like, I'm not going to say it. I don't want to say it. So then, you know what I mean? Like, Chavez like, hey, you won't say it because you scared. You's a biznatch. You ain't going to do nothing. You scared. And so then Jimmy is like, and everyone's watching. Everyone's looking to see what he does. All the women are there. They're all watching and whatnot. There was like 6, 7 attractive women in the group. So Jimmy's just like, nigga? You know what I'm saying? And Chavez is like, bah! You know what I'm saying? Just like, cold cocks homie. You know what I'm saying? Like, knocks him on the ground. You know what I'm saying? Jimmy's on the ground. He's hurt. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? We all run over and start consoling Jimmy because we get him up off the ground. We're like, what? Like, like, you good? You know what I'm saying? And Jimmy gets up. He's like, no, I'm good. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't understand. Like, I just don't get it. You know what I mean? And me understanding that Chavezz was just bullying Jimmy because Jimmy was the only small dude there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just like, bro, that's, that was corny. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't say this super duper out loud so that Chavez could hear me. I said it to my homeboy. I was like, yo, that shit was corny. You know what I'm saying? And the homie looks at me, he's like, yeah, that was corny as hell. Like, you don't get no stripes for that. Like, come on, bro. So then Chavez is walking around with his hands up. He's like, yeah, like Debo from the First Friday movie. Beat him down. I beat you down. What's up? Yeah. Don't nobody want some of Chavez. Yeah. So I'm like, you know what I mean? I tell him, I'm like, yo, like, that was actually pretty corny. Like, that was kind of lame. And Chavez is like, what? He steps in my face. He's like, what? What'd you say? You know what I'm saying? You don't want none of Chavez, bro. I'll whoop you out, bro. What? So, I'm just like, I mean, if we was going to do that, we would have to go outside. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could go outside. You know what I'm saying? Chavez is like, what? All right, well, yeah, let's go then. You know what I mean? Let's go outside. So we go outside, you know what I'm saying? And we fought, you know what I'm saying? And Chavez just didn't go good for him because, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's different. Now, once we reach the first Super Chat milestone, which is in 43 more in Super Chat, I'll go super duper in depth as to the fight, you know what I mean? And tell y'all, how I beat him during the fight and whatnot. But, you know what I'm saying? We got to finish the first story time first. Now, the first story time is, I was teaching self-defense up at UNLV because, it helped me get credits and whatnot. So I'm teaching self-defense up there. I had they gave me one of the rooms and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So I'm up in the room, I'm teaching self-defense, and Chavez and Skitten are in the room. You know what I'm saying? They're literally in the class because, they want to learn a little something, something. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's up, Private? Yo, does school and college give useful information? Yes, it does. School and college is really, really good for, for everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should definitely go to school and college because the most important thing it teaches you is to be social. You know what I'm saying? Is to get used to being around crowds of people. You know what I'm saying? Make friends. You know what I'm saying? Learn to vibe with people. It's very, very fundamental. You know what I'm saying? Yo. Yeah, some people can be two-faced Raven Cave. Raven Kev. Yo, my big fuzzy nuts. Yo, what you been up to, yo? You know what I'm saying? It's good running into you. Hold up. Up. Oh, wait. Hold up. Wait, hold up. Bruh. All right, yo, so type of one in the chat if once we reach the next Super Chat milestone, you guys want me to turn on the BHD Storytime instrumental music from my computer. Type a 2 in the chat if you guys like it when I tell the story with no music in the background. Yeah, I'm saying. But yeah, we're gonna turn these into BHD animated story times. So everything you guys super chat through, it's going to turn this story or my stories in general into BHD animated story times. Yeah, I'm saying. For real, for real. That's what's up. All right, so peep game. Yo, so what's you guys' favorite animes? You know what I'm saying? My favorite anime is Dragon Ball Super. You know what I mean? My favorite anime movie of all time is Dragon Ball Super with Broly, the most latest one. You know what I'm saying? I hope you guys have seen that. Demon Slayer. Soul Eater is a good one, Starfighter. I love Soul Eater. You know what I'm saying? Bruh. My favorite character in Soul Eater, I believe his name was like Blacklight or something like Black Star. Yeah, yeah. That nigga was hilarious. Attack on Titans is a good one. Definitely a good one, undefeated. You know what I'm saying? Yo, what's up, James? What's up, Stefan? Yo, what's up, Dylon? All right, you guys, once we reach the first super, type of 1 in the chat. If once we reach the first super chat milestone, which is 50 in super chat, you guys want me to tell you guys the story of when I fist fought Chavezz, like go into detail. Type of 2 in the chat. If once we reach the first super chat milestone, you guys want me to tell you guys how I first met Chavezz. You know what I'm saying? Which was in the self-defense class. Which is where he first proclaimed, which is where I first got the first clues that, you know, he really liked Skitten when she was way too, she was Cupcake age, way too young to be liked. Hey, what's up, Solomon? 1s and 2s. Understandable. All right, so you guys are ranked solo leveling. Yo, that's a good one. All right, you guys, I'm about to grab some water. Make sure to stay hydrated, people. For real, for real. Yo, W's in the chat to my big fuzzy nuts, yo. Hey, I got my tongue pierced and I only got 20. And you only got... Yo, that's cool that you got your tongue pierced. That's what's up. Yo, did it hurt? You know what I'm saying? Many questions that you guys have about the situation. You know what I'm saying? If you guys send a 10 in super chat, I will tell you guys the first... Ooh, oh man. The day I found out that Chavezz had consummated his hanging out with Skitten. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, anyone, if someone super chats 20, I'll tell you guys what age she was when they started talking. Terrifying. Yo, I want you guys to guess how old she was when they first started talking. You know what I'm saying? Now, mind you, the only reason why I can do these stories is because his whole self-defense, his whole defense is, you know, BHD was doing it. It's him. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, wow. Good. He literally married the evidence. Yo, LaDon, he got it. Yo, love you, man. BDJ the Kid just super chatted 20 directly through. Yo, she was 1.5 and a half. Love you back, BDJ the Kid. Yo, BDJ the Kid just super chatted 20 directly through the tip jar. All right, so peep game. Yo, okay, so look, so I was actually thinking of something funny, right? So look, peep game. You know what I'm saying? Shout outs to BDJ the Kid. Do you do BJJ? You know what I'm saying? Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu? Because your name reminds me of when I used to do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. My favorite hold is the arm bar. You know what I'm saying? Very efficient if you're trying to break your opponent's leg or arm. Well, their arm. But, yo, so, okay, so she was 1.5. All right, so, oh my God. All right, so if we reach another 30, if someone sends a 30 through in Super Chat, I'll tell you guys the night that he came and told us that he had You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna have to that he had watched Amazon with her. You know what I'm saying? Oh, oh God. Oh God. Alright, so when I first ran into yo, W's in the chat, them my big fuzzy nuts. Yo, once we reach another 25 more, tongue piercing didn't hurt. But I was tense as fuck. Yo, when I got it, yo, but I've bitten this shit so many times. Yo, that's understandable that you've bitten that shit so many times. You know what I'm saying? Yo, yeah, there's nothing, I couldn't imagine what it's like to have something, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a piercing as to where is, you know what I mean? Like I can only imagine like it fights with food sometimes and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Am I cool with Chavez now? Not really. I don't want to be friends with him. Number one, if those are the female type of females he's trying to date, we can't, I can't relate. We ain't got nothing to talk about. I like talking about dating with my friends. I can't talk about dating with somebody who's like, yeah, so man, I was looking for females over at the you know, at the high school recital, man, and you know, found some good prospects. What do you mean? He reminds me of this dude that I got an Uber ride from back in the day, bro. It wasn't too long ago, but I got an Uber ride from this dude, and homie was like, homie told me that he liked cupcakes, and he kept talking about it like it was just normal, and I was like, I ain't want to be impolite and tell him to shut up. It was stressful, people. Stressful. W's in the chat, the BDJ, the kid. Appreciate you, Brody. Yo, my name is Brandon. Hey, what's up, Brandon? Yo, it's cool to meet you, Brandon. You know what I'm saying? Brandon Dontrell Johnson. Yeah, but for short, people just call me BDJ. Yeah. Yo, it's cool. Nah, it's cool, bro. It's not confusing. You cool peoples, man. W's in the chat, the BDJ. Bro, all right, so peak game, right? So, my first time meeting Chavezz, I was, but the idea I was thinking about having was, what if we did a To Catch a Predator episode, but it was To Catch a Chavezz? Like, what if we, cause like, I think he still live in the same spot. You know what I'm saying? Like, what if I went over there dressed as a news reporter just looking for him? You know what I'm saying? We would have to buy the costume together, but I'd be looking for him, you know what I'm saying? And see if I could do an interview and get him to show his ID or for her to... Yo, she'll probably tell it. She's going to tell it. She's going to be like, yo, I know how I don't got this. I'm going to tell it. I was this old. Like, bro, she ratchet, you know what I'm saying? She'll probably tell it. You know what I'm saying? All right, so peep game. So type of one in the chat if you guys want me to finish telling you guys the story of when, I'm pretty sure you guys, type of one in the chat if you guys want me to tell you guys the story of when Chavezz first, you know, met Skitten or whatever, when we were inside the dojo and he confessed his love to her. He didn't confess his love technically, but to me he confessed his love to her. And she was 5 years old when he did. And I was just like, ugh. You know what I'm saying? Type of two in the chat if you guys want me to tell you guys the story of the night that he told us that he came to us and told us in complete confidence, yeah, man, I got some. Yeah, and we in my car. And I'm like, and it was and he brought her, they walk in hand. I'm like, nigga. I'm like, wait. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, wait. Hey, what's up, hard style? Yo, W's in the chat, the hard style, yo. Yo, oh dang, that means I got like 5 more pull-ups to do. All right, 5 pull-ups. I got y'all coming up fresh. I got you guys coming up fresh, bro. Nigga, this story is wild, bro. This whole story is crazy as hell. You know what I'm saying? Bruh. But, you know what I'm saying? You know they say that the truth is usually, there's 3 sides to the truth. There's my side, there's his side, and then there's the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, on the other side, I'm glad that he found himself a wife and whatnot. Let me do these pull-ups. I'm procrastinating. Dang it. All right, Joe. Oh, all right. Every 5 in super chat, I'm doing a pull up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh man. So for every 5, my arm is killing me. Nope. Nope. Can't reach. We ain't reaching. You know what I'm saying? All right, so you guys want to hear the story of all right, so here's the story of when here, let me see. Yeah, that looks like the camera. Oh yeah, that's better. All right, so yo, W's in the chat to Tony Johnson. Yo, what's up, bro? I just got off work and happens to see you live. Had to drop by. Yo, that's awesome that you just got off of work and you had to drop by, Brody. You know what I'm saying? And say hi. Keep up the good work. Your stories are wild, by the way. Bro, I have crazier stories than this. Yo, BJ the King. W's in the chat. The BJ the King. Yo, that's what's up. Yo, so that's 45. That's 50. All right, so what do you guys want to be? What part of the story do you guys want me to tell y'all for the 50 that you guys just super chatted through? W's in the chat to BJ the King. W's in the chat to Aka Busboy. What's up, Brody? Appreciate you from the other night, man. Yo, super chat. Yo, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. W's in the chat. W's in the chat. Yo, all right, Joe. Dang. That's 3 more pull-ups. Oh, I got you guys coming up fresh, yo. Bro, y'all about to have me swole, man. These are good prison workouts. Oh, that's different. Oh, W's in the chat. W's in the chat to Aka Busboy. Yo, I'm gonna have to leave. Yo, here's another 5 pull-ups. Yo, he just super chatted 5 directly. 5 directly through the tip jar, directly through the channel. Oh, we about to hit 5 more. I got you guys. Dang it. Motherfucker. Hey, W's in the chat. Aka Busboy. At least I can raise my arms. 5 more pull-ups. I got y'all. We got you guys coming up fresh. I don't know how King Batch does this. Oh, God. Shout outs to King Batch, man. Oh, he's like the most in shape influencer on God, bruh. Oh, man. I got 2 more. Oh, man. If I do 10 more pull-ups, man, if I do 5 more pull-ups, I'm going to need a cup of hot chocolate. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Hot chocolate's like my lifeblood. That's like my liquor. You know what I'm saying? You know how they got that joke about being chocolate wasted? I really get chocolate wasted. Oh, God. Okay. All right, 2 more. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. W's in the chat to Aka Busboy, yo. W's in the chat. Oh, okay. All right. Yep. Man, I thought pull-ups work your back. I'm feeling it in my chest, in my clavicles, in my chest meat. Oh, I don't know why I just got reminded of Metal Gear. Yo, have you guys a random question? Type of 1 in the chat if you guys ever played Twisted Metal. You know what I'm saying, on the PlayStation. You know what I'm saying? Type of 2 in the chat if you've never played any Twisted Metal. And so you don't know about Sweet Tooth, the ice cream truck mech machine that murders indiscriminately just like we do on Fortnite. Oh man. Dude, it's like the pull-ups make me more you know, like they're good for me, but they hurt. Okay, 1 more. We got 1 more. Wish me luck, chat. Wish me luck. Oh. Yep, we're gonna walk it off. We're gonna walk it off. Yo, W's in the chat. I thought somebody just sent another 10 through, man. I got scared. I was like, man, how many pull-ups we undone today, guys? We undone a lot of pull-ups. You know what I mean? Time to go eat an entire pizza. You know, you deserve it. You know what I'm saying? We all deserve it. W's in the chat for Aka Buzzboy. W's in the chat to Tony Johnson. Oh, you know what I'm saying? You played Twisted Metal on the PS5? That's what's up. Yo, what's up, Dylon? What's up, LaDon? What's up, BMOB? What's up, Nick? Yo, that's awesome that you guys play so much. That you guys play a lot of stuff that I play. Hey, what's up, BJ the King? Just became a member. All right. Yo, Hardstyle, thank you for super chatting directly through. That's 2 pull-ups. Somebody sent 3 earlier and you just sent the 2. That's 2 more pull-ups. How long can you hang on the bar? I don't know. I don't know. I didn't even know that was a thing. I don't know how long I can hang on the bar. You know what I'm saying? All right, we're going to do these 2 pull-ups. You know what I'm saying? All right. So let me know what part of the story you guys want me to start back off up from. You know what I'm saying? Because we got one. Oh, yeah, you guys want to hear the story about Chavez meeting Skitten and then professing his undying love to her. All right, so this is what happened. You know what I'm saying? Oh, goodness. Oh, that's different. Oh, man. All right, so I want you guys to picture, think in your brains like I'm talking like this, but I just don't have the strength to talk like that right now. My arms feel like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches right now. They flimsy. You feel me? So, but yeah, I want you guys to. Oh, that's why I left it down. W's in the chat to Aka Buzzboy. W's in the chat to BJ the King, yo. W's in the chat. Yo, Aka Buzzboy, what you been up to, Brody? Okay, there it is. Oh, yeah. Okay, we back. Oh, that feel good now. Oh, that feel good. That's why people do pull-ups. That makes sense. All right. W's in the chat to Aka Buzzboy. You know what I'm saying? W's in the chat to Tony Johnson. You know what I'm saying? Spider-Man, brand new day release. Yo, when's the new Spider-Man coming out? There's another one? I didn't know. Is it like another Into the Spideyverse, which was groundbreaking in numbers? You know what I'm saying? Did you guys know that Sway Lee song that he came up with for the Spider-Man movie, the real, like, the song that was like real, it was real vibey and slow. That song has been scientifically proven to cure, what do they call that? Anxiety. It's been scientifically proven to cure anxiety. Now, with that being said, Chavezz, he meets the, I bump in there, I'm teaching self-defense. Chavezz is like, you know, he's in the class too. I'm teaching Skitten at this point, right? I'm teaching her to hold her hands up, you know what I'm saying, and to touch her chin with her, you know, with her fists when she fights. You know what I'm saying? That way she's nice and compact. You know what I'm saying? So Chavezz walks up and he's like, yo, what are you doing? What you got your hands all over her, man? You're all over her. What are you doing? And he yells this loud in front of my class full of like 25 to 30 students that I'm teaching, right? He's like, yo, what are you doing, man? And when he does this, I stay exactly where I'm at, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm a comedian. I'm just like, what are you doing? What are you talking about? I'm teaching her to hold her fighting stance and to, you know, when she moves, to walk back and forward, and this is how she's supposed to stand. And he's like, what are you doing, man? She's only 5 years old. What are you doing? Wait, yo, you're all over, man. And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just teaching her self-defense. I don't understand. I don't get it. Is this your girlfriend or something? And I ask her, I'm like, is this your boyfriend? Is he always like this? Like, is he okay? I mean, does he need someone to call a hotline for him? I mean, does he just do this? And she's just like, I don't know. I don't know. So I look at Chavez and I'm like, are you okay? Like, is everything okay? And he's like, you're all over. You're all over. What's wrong with you? And I'm just like, you know what? How about you guys practice together? You know what I'm saying? You know what? Since you want her so bad, you know what I mean? It's cool, man. I'm just gonna go ahead and leave. Like I'm gonna go teach one of my many other students at the time. You know what I'm saying? So I just went and taught one of my other students, you know what I'm saying? And class went on. You know what I'm saying? So then, oh God. Oh God. Good Lord. So, once we reach the next 35 in Super Chat, I will tell you guys, I will tell you guys the night that he came to us as a group and told us that he and her had did or watched Amazon in the back of his truck. Like in his black truck. It was an Explorer. You know what I'm saying? He had a black Explorer. It was wild. You know what I'm saying? Yo, what's you guys' favorite video game? My favorite video game of all time is Sonic Mania. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you guys for not sending through any more pull-ups. You know what I'm saying? My arms have stopped feeling like jelly. Ugh. Ugh. They feel better now. Weirdly enough, I feel that in my chest. And I didn't know that I was gonna. You know what I mean? It's wild. Hey, what's up, yo? Sonic the Hedgehog. Understandable. Which Sonic the Hedgehog? If I had to choose from the original ones that first came out, I would choose Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Because Sonic 3 and Knuckles was motherfucking tizite. You know what I'm saying? Yo, W's in the chat, yo. Alright, y'all. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. But yeah, this is one of my wildest stories. Super duper convoluted. Super duper long. Way longer than my normal stories. Most of my regular stories is like, 15, 20 minutes long. This one is it's like damn near an hour or whatever. But I'm gonna hook you guys up with you guys super chatted enough for me to describe the fist fight between me and Chavezz. Gia, appreciate you guys. Alright, so yeah, we hit the 50 in super chat. W's in the chat to Aka Buzzboy, who got us over the 50 in super chat. Aka Buzzboy, what part of the story do you and the other super chatters specifically want to hear about? You know what I'm saying? Because you guys are hella supportive and hella cool, man. I love how supportive and cool you guys are. Yo, W's in the chat to Tony Johnson. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to check out you guys' comments for a second. You know what I'm saying? W's in the chat to my big fuzzy nuts. W's in the chat to BDJ the kid. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. Oh, okay, cool. If I stretch my arms, it'll make it feel better. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Yo, my super chatters, you know what I'm saying? You guys get the alright, so again, I don't announce it because technically I don't want to do it, but it's part of the stream. Every 5 in super chat, I do a pull-up and it counts towards the BHD story times, you know what I'm saying? Me unlocking parts of the BHD story times that y'all didn't know about. Understandable. So, Aka Bus Boy. Hey, what's up, BDJ the kid? Yo, that's understandable, Aka. That's understandable, BDJ. You know what I'm saying? That you went to the other live and got confused because you were subscribed live. Yo, now you subscribed to the other one. I love that you subscribed to the other one as well. Hey, what's up, King Cyrus Bedford? I swear to God, I remember you from some super chats back in the day. Yo, my favorite video game is Skyrim. Yo, you got good taste, man. Thanks for being a super chatter, man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you got hella good energy, BDJ, man. Appreciate you. Yo, Aka Buzz Boy. Yo, W's in the chat. W's in the chat to Hardstyle. Yo, Hardstyle, you know what I'm saying? I hope you got a good workout in today, bros. You know what I'm saying? You been working out lately? Yeah. Bro, hey, Hardstyle, I got to get in contact with you in private. You know what I'm saying? You're one of my biggest super chatters. I got to get in contact with you in private. I have a story that is pretty much a BHD ultimate level quality. You know what I'm saying? And you super chatted 150 or 100. You super chatted close to $200 directly through the tip jar like 2 nights ago. So that makes you a BHD level ultimate membership in my eyes. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna get in contact with you through Instagram and I'm gonna tell you that story personally. You know what I'm saying? That's it's that bad, man. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, any single person that super chats 150 that matches what Hardstyle super chatted the other night, you know what I'm saying? Directly into my tip jar today, I will get in contact with you and hit you up personally and tell you this 30 to 45 minute long story that is so bad I cannot tell it on stream. I just can't mention it at all. I can't even tell it. I just can't. You know what I'm saying? If I tell it, you know what I'm saying, it wouldn't be good. It just wouldn't be good. You know what I'm saying? But yo, how about them Yankees? You know what I'm saying? You guys been watching football lately? I hear LeBron Smith or Zion Henderson is doing great in the playoffs. You know, when are the playoffs? I don't watch sports. I don't watch any sports. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. You know what I'm saying? We about to put the links off up in the chat. Totally forgot. You know what I'm saying? Innocent mistake. Nobody saw this happen. You know what I'm saying? We are gonna edit all of this out. You know what I'm saying? Oh man. So any of you guys ever see the Anchorman movie? Anchorman movie is one of my favorite movies. You know what I'm saying? Ron Burgundy. Okay, so let's see. All right, I'm back locked in. I got you guys. Hey, what's up, Ren? Yo, all right, so we reading you guys' comments for the next 5 minutes. Once the 5 minutes is up, we gonna go back into the rest of the story. You know what I'm saying? Y'all locked in with me. I'm locked in with you. Let's do this. All right, so boom. You know what I'm saying? We almost got the live up. Oh my God. We almost got the links up. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, this story is freaking hilarious. So, okay, so this is a bit of secret information about the story time that most of you guys might not know about. You know what I'm saying? So peep game. I started talking about this story about a year ago, and when I started streaming, one of the stories you guys asked me to tell the most is, of course, this story. And I started telling you guys this story. Chavez Slovakia watches my live streams because he literally went and deleted it, like her information off the internet, like her age, because her age was on Google. You could Google Skitten's like age because it came up as her celebrity birthday, right? And his age came up on celebrity birthday, right? He deleted his age off of the internet the minute I started telling people this story. Like, and his story is still that it was me. Not knowing, not understanding that internet culture, you can't delete anything off of the internet because they're just gonna repost it. The minute it's out there, it's out, baby. You know what I'm saying? You can't delete your information off the. He deleted his age, and he deleted some other things as well. Yo, once we read for 30 in super chat, I'll tell you guys what else he deleted. You know what I'm saying? But for 50 in super chat, I'll tell you guys where you can find. Well, I don't know where you can find the information. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. Oh my God. But there's a video on YouTube that where she says her age. And you know what I'm saying? If we reach 100 in super chat, I'll show you guys that video that tells her age. You know what I'm saying? 100 in super chat, I'm snitching. Since I'm the patsy, I'm snitching. Normally, I would never tell this about anybody, but he said it was me. So we got to drop the receipts. You know what I'm saying? Anybody out there that looks it up, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they deserve to know. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, guys, never, and it's really funny too, because I've gotten comments of people saying, man, but why would you tell on your own friend like this? And my question to y'all is, type of one in the chat, if a guy robs a bank, and then if your best friend robs a bank, and then tells people that it was you when he gets caught, he's probably not your friend. Type of two in the chat, if he is your best friend, and you should take the rap and tell people, yes, I robbed the bank. I don't do crime, but yeah, it was me. I've never robbed a bank, but yeah, it was me. You know what I'm saying? He said, I did it. Oh, man, that's my good friend Bob, man. Yeah, it was me. Type of two in the chat. if you're gonna take the whole Neezy, if you're gonna take the rap. Or type of three in the chat, if somebody who would do that isn't your friend. If someone is gonna go rob a 7-Eleven and then place the gun at your doorstep and then get like a piece of tape and take something that had your fingertip on it, like then put the tape over your doorknob to get your fingerprint and then put it onto the gun and then say you did it, that's probably not your friend, man. You know what I'm saying? You should tell immediately. Bruh. Snitch immediately if someone tries to say that it's you. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I really love his backstory to this, because his whole backstory for this is, there's no evidence that BHD does this. Okay, we can't find a single digit of it. None of it. Right? But you know he did it. It's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no proof, but it's him. Like, of course there's no evidence. You know what I'm saying? Like, and see, that's the worst part about being a detective, man. So this, you know what I mean? Like, people be wanting stuff like, evidence, hard evidence, and like a mountain of evidence, stuff like all them different types of evidences, but stuff, none of that should matter. All that matters is that it wasn't me. Now, I can't wait till the day when I hit the internet and that's my whole story. Like, I'm in something so bad, I'm doing something so bad, my whole story is, look, guys, all right, a lot of stuff is going to come out, okay? A lot of people, and they're going to have tapes, and they're going to have voice recordings, and they're going to have, like, CCTV footage and everything. But just know that it's all taken out of context, and it didn't happen, which is low-key what his story would be. All right, so peep game. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so we done read the comments. I'm all rested up. You know what I'm saying? My arms hurt. My shoulders is hurting real good. You know what I'm saying? All right, so for every 5 in super chat, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to be doing a pull-up. You know what I'm saying? And the more you guys super chat, the more of the evidence and the receipts I'm going to be dropping to this crazy situation. All right, so Chavezz just got done fighting my Asian homeboy, Jimmy. You know what I'm saying? And after he fights Jimmy, he has the nerve to come at me and be like, yo, I'm going to whoop your ass, blah, 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 talking shit to your boy. So I was like, all right, we can just go outside. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Luckily enough for me, I grew up in projects, and we're taught that, yes, it is very important to settle your matters peacefully and to talk it out. But if someone's going to beat up your homie in front of you, and then he's probably going to use that to start picking on the other small dudes in the group, it's a good idea to put your foot on his neck and kick the teeth out of his mouth. Sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes. It's all about, what they call that? Moderation. Yeah. Assault people in moderation. And yes, we are going to edit that out. Now, with that being said, you know what I'm saying, we go outside, you know what I'm saying, and Chavezz, like, he walks up on me, you know what I'm saying, and he squares up. He's like, yeah, what's up? What's good now? Yeah. What's good? Yeah. And I'm just like, all right, you know, understandable. You know what I'm saying? He's clearly feeling and or smelling himself in the moment. Understandable. So then, you know, Chavezz, he takes the first swing. He's like, ah! He takes the first swing, throws everything into it. You know what I'm saying? Now, luckily enough for me, I've been jumped a lot. You know what I'm saying? And when you get jumped as much as I have in the places where I got jumped at, you learn a thing or two about one-on-one combat. And one of the most important things I learned from one of my boxing homeboys that taught me back when I was in junior high school. He taught me, keep your hands up. You know what I'm saying? If someone throws a real wide swing, all you have to do is literally put your hand in front of your face. You know what I'm saying? And you want to try to turn this bone right here outward. So, because if you turn it outward, then it's like hitting the side of a brick wall pretty much, because this part of their arm is going to connect with this part of your elbow. And if this part of the arm connects from where they're punching you at, connects with this part of your forearm, then it's gonna hurt. It's gonna do a massive amount of damage to their forearm, and they'll probably not want to fight you no more, right? So he throws this, and I put my arm up, bing, and when it hits and makes that nice sound in my brain. It's like hearing the bell from the third Spider-Man movie, like in the end when they defeat Venom, bing, you know what I'm saying? So I get the nice bing when he connects, and his arm bounces off, you know what I'm saying? And then he's like, ah, God, and he puts his guard back up, you know what I'm saying? And he's like, yeah, whatever. And he goes to throw a straight, guess you call it a jab, a straight jab or a straight cross. Bah! And he throws it, and I just put my elbow up like this, as you guys might have seen in some of my fighting videos. Yo, have you guys seen that video where I did a boxing match? I live streamed a boxing match. You know what I'm saying? Type of 1 in the chat if you guys saw that boxing match fight video. Type of 2 in the chat if you guys didn't see that fight video. Type of 3 in the chat if once we reach the next super chat milestone, which is 50 in super chat, you guys want me to put on that boxing video and show you guys. Oh, that's cool. Hey, what's up, LaDon? Yo, what's up, Jose? Hey, what's up? We getting a lot of 3s. All right, you guys. Yo, that's what's up. What's up, Vegito? What's up? All right, so once we reach the next 50 in super chat, I'll show you guys that video. You know what I'm saying? Would you rather... Yo, what's up, Theodore? Hey, what's up, homie? What's up, Demon? Yo, what's up, Jabari? What's up, Tiana? Hey, what's up, Andrew? Yo, what's up, Dylon? Dylon, and Dylon. All right, let's count these numbers up. Let's get them up. Let's count these numbers up. Bing! For real, Deontay. Or Dante. Deontay Wilder. He's a really good fighter. All right, Joe. Let's see. 1-1. Understandable. Understandable. All right, you guys. We won't... I'll show you guys that probably at some point. You know what I'm saying? Before I roll out. You know what I'm saying? But I'll show it at some point. You know what I'm saying? Just let me know. If you guys super chat 20 through, I'll show the video. You know what I'm saying? That way we don't make it a long, drawn-out thing. But with that being said, you know what I'm saying? All right, so let's see. So Chavezz, you know what I'm saying? He's standing in front of me. He's got his guard up. You know what I'm saying? He throws a straight jab or whatever. I bring my hand up, you know what I'm saying? And he connects with his fist into my elbow. Bing! And when he hits, it's like hitting the side of a brick wall because, you know what I'm saying, the elbows are pretty much damn near the hardest bones in the body. You know what I'm saying? Really, pretty much, you know what I mean? This is way harder than the knuckles, I hope, I think. I don't know, maybe. You know what I'm saying? So I can only imagine when he hit, bah! You know what I'm saying? I made sure to aim my knuckles right into his knuckle meat, aim my freaking elbow right into his shoulder meat. Homie hits, connects, bah! You know what I mean? That's like 80% on that one hand. Chavezz, but I'll give Chavezz this. He didn't give up. Chavezz did not give up. He lost use of one of his fists. You know what I'm saying? He still held one of his arms up. He did not give up. That man has endless grit. I'll give him that. Chavez Slovakia has endless grit. You know what I'm saying? Both with fist fighting and with cupcake dating. But, you know, he had endless grit in the fight, man. And he's got one of his hands, he's like this, but his other arm is up still. And he walks in, he walks me down, and he throws another one. He throws another freaking punch. Boo, another jab. And I just bring my other one up. Boop. And he's like, It's like that part in Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls. You know what I'm saying? When Jim Carrey gets hit in one leg with a spear, you know what I'm saying, by the enemy, because they throw the spear, it lands right into his kneecap. And then he looks over at David, whatever that comedian's name. It's not David Allen Greer, but he hangs out with him. You know what I'm saying? He looks over at that comedian, and he's like, yo, throw me a spear. And the homie's like, oh, I got you. Picks up a spear and throws it at him. And it lands directly into his other kneecap. And he's like, You know what I'm saying? Bruh. All right, so once we reach the next 50 in Super Chat, you know what I'm saying, I will be telling you guys the complete story of the night when he came to us and confessed, bragged to us about getting with Skitten when she was 1.5 and a half. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what's up. Appreciate the compliment, Brody. You know what I'm saying? A spear is preposterous. You know what I'm saying? So when the homie, he got hit, he threw the jab and, you know, it connected with my elbow and he's like, So now both his hands are hobbled over. He can't make a fist no more because his knuckles are thrashed. You know what I mean? Because once that adrenaline sets off from taking the punch, the only thing that's left is all the pain from the damage that he had did to his own fists. So then he's like this, So, you know what I'm saying? So then I'm just standing there. I'm like, you know, what's up? So then he comes in. And like I said, Chavezz has got endless grit. He comes in and he's like, and he does a leg kick. Wah! I don't know where he learned one, but he did a leg kick. And it landed, right? Didn't do a ton of damage, but it still, you know what I mean? It still shocked me good. It was like, I was like, I wasn't expecting it, right? So then, you know, Chavezz, he's like, I'll never forget it. You know what I mean? Then he backs up because we got a whole circle of about 50 to 70 college students watching this fight. You know what I'm saying? We were in college doing this out back because we wasn't inside. Because if we did this inside, we go to jail. We'd be in jail, probably still. But we did this outside so that way no one called the police, at least kind of, sort of. So, you know what I'm saying? We had found a private enclosed area outside, right outside the student union, where they parked all of their maintenance vehicles at. You know what I'm saying? So we were able to, we were able to have some privacy. So with that being said, you know, Chavezz, his arms are thrashed. He had just did the successful leg kick, and then he backs up. And, you know, I'm just like, okay, cool. You know, I'm not going to hit him. I was not going to hit him. I just wanted him to beat himself up. You know what I'm saying? I wanted him just to be injured so he would realize not to do that to the little homies in the group. Not to do that in the homies in the group. You know what I'm saying? Go elsewhere if you're going to beat up people. It's not going to be my friends, damn it. So the guy, you know, Chavezz, he backs up and he leans against the enclosed fight circle to the person closest to him in the enclosed fight circle. And he's like, hey, see, he can block punches, but he doesn't know how to block kicks. And I don't think he even knew that he was yelling this. He was yelling this out loud, people. I heard him say this. You know what I'm saying? So then he yells out, he whispers. He's like, see, watch this. I'm about to leg kick him. He don't do shit about it. Watch this. And then he walks in. And then he go, yo, W's in the chat to Jose Almonte. W's in the chat. Yo, where you from, Jose? You got good energy. Do you remember that story of that guy named Smoke? I do remember that story of that guy named Smoke. Yo, if you want to hear that story specifically, it's a 50 in super chat. It's a super chat request. You know what I'm saying? Preferably directly to my tip jar, because that way, you know what I'm saying, I don't pay YouTube half and then the taxes on the other half. You know what I'm saying? We get it and it goes directly to, you know, not to cereal and delicious treats like hot chocolate and hot Cheetos and stuff. You know what I mean? Because I don't eat none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it goes to upgrading. It goes to upgrading the streaming equipment. You know what I'm saying? And and hot Cheetos if we ever run out of hot Cheetos. But W's in the chat to Jose Almonte. Yo, what time is it where you guys are at? And where are you guys from? You know what I'm saying? You guys are locked in. I like you guys' vibes. So, with that being said, hey, appreciate you, man. Yo, man, tricks are for kids. Well, you know what? Anybody that does not like Trix cereal did not have the type of childhood that I envy. You know what I'm saying? At least if you want to do Trix cereal, you know what I'm saying, at least you watch cartoons growing up. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that doesn't like Trix cereal just didn't watch cartoons growing up. And I don't, you know what I mean? You gotta love cartoons, man. You know what I'm saying? That's real. Everyone saw Animaniacs back in the day. But yo, so with that being said, you know what I'm saying? W's in the chat to Jose Almonte. W's in the chat to BDJ the Kid. W's in the chat to Tony Johnson Gaming. W's in the chat to Aka Bus Boy. Appreciate you guys, yo. You guys have great energy, man. Hope everybody had a productive day. You know what I'm saying? And that none of you guys ended up going to a picnic that didn't have a boombox at it. You know what I'm saying? No one deserves to go to a picnic that doesn't have barbecue and really good music. For real, for real. So, with that being said, you know what I mean? Chavezz, he comes in and he throws another freaking leg kick. But unfortunately for him, when I was younger, I took 1 or 2 MMA classes, and I learned the best way to defend against a leg kick is just to literally poke your knee out and aim it towards their shin bone or any part of their leg, and it'll pretty much it'll do the same bing. You know what I'm saying? And they'll take injury and you won't. You know what I'm saying? That's how Anderson Silva got his leg broke in the UFC. He went for a wild leg kick, and the guy he pointed his kneecap out, and Anderson Silva's leg caved in at the shin bone when it connected with his sharp kneecap. Yo, type of 1 in the chat if you guys know the fight that I'm talking about between Anderson Silva and some other dude, but when Anderson Silva broke his leg. Type of 2 in the chat if you guys have never heard of when Anderson Silva broke his leg. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I remember when that happened to Silva. Brutal. For real, nerd, Brody. You know what I'm saying? Yo, that's awesome that you remember when that happened. You know what I'm saying? Hoping Chavezz sees this, man. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, I hope he sees it too. You know what I'm saying? He's been telling my viewers. So get this, right? Okay, so if someone super chats 30 through, if someone super chats 20 through, right? I'll tell you guys the story of when I found out that, because like hundreds of my viewers have been coming to me over the years telling me that he was saying this stuff about me. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, and for the first couple of 100 viewers, I thought that they were just pranking me, right? So type of 1 in the chat if you guys want to know, you know, the exact moment that I decided, you know what? I'm going to tell everybody the truth. You know what I'm saying? Type of 2 in the chat if instead you guys want to hear the story of the night that Chavezz came to us and bragged that he was snooing or watching Amazon with Skitten when she was 1-5. You know what I'm saying? and you don't really, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, we'll set it, we'll let you guys decide. You know what I'm saying? So if you guys type a 1 in the chat, you know what I'm saying? I'll tell you guys that part of the story once we reach the next 50 in Super Chat milestone, because it is literally the next milestone. You know what I'm saying? Type a 2 in the chat if you guys want me to tell you guys the moment. Well, my bad. I just broke something. Nah, I'll vacuum it later. Yeah? But yeah. Type a 1 in the chat. Oh, man. All right. Okay, so 3 more and we're doing another pull-up. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. What part of the story do you guys want to hear the most? Is what I'm saying. Boom. Yep. What part of the story? Super chat through your answers. The highest super chat is the part of the story that we're going to tell immediately. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be like a bidding. 345, 8 million. 8 million bags of hot Cheetos. I'm telling you the story time. Right? You get a story time. My Roman Empire don't. Why are we bringing the beef back up? There is no beef. It's just the truth. I don't have beef with Chavezz. I wish him all the best. This is a story time. There's no beef. Where's the beef? You know, I wish him all the best. I hope everything is going great with him and everything. But this is BHD story time. You know what I'm saying? This is the truth. And he went and told a whole bunch of people that I'm doing it, that I did it. So it's only right if I tell you guys the truth. You guys don't deserve to believe that, you know, I'm a weirdo like him. You know? And with that being said, ain't nothing wrong with him being a weirdo, but he tried to tell people that I did it. You know what I'm saying? I believe that people deserve to know the truth. You know what I'm saying? The thing that, you know what I'm saying, and for that, we must refer back to Brother Cat Williams, who says it best. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, like, you can't let liars dictate the future, you know what I mean, of the story, because if I don't tell the truth, then no one will ever know it. They'll think that his version is the truth. Like, so type a 1 in the chat if you guys would rather keep the lie up and just let people go on believing that in some way, shape, or form that it was me. Type a 2 in the chat if the truth is the truth and I should tell it. It's my story. For real. Always tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? Don't. Yeah. That's what's up. Yo, what's up, Dylon? What's up, Old Meme? What's up, Ladan? What's up, Angelina? Hey, what's up, Lil Din Din? W's in the chat to Lil Din Din. That is $1 more and it is a pull up. You know what I'm saying? So where's all the evidence? Understandable. So what evidence would you like, Little Din Din? There is mountains of it. You know what I'm saying? All right. So if you guys want any of your questions answered through, like any of your questions about the story time in specific answered, super chat it through and I'll see your question. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, I be telling you guys the story and, you know what I'm saying, keeping everybody entertained and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to see everybody's comments. You know what I'm saying? When am I going to play Outlast Screaming? That sounds like a super chat request. All right, so if you guys have any super chat requests, it is a 50 directly to my tip jar, either through that or directly through to the channel. Tell me the exact title of the song that you guys want me to react to, and I got you. You know what I'm saying? We're going to do it live on stream. You know what I'm saying? If you super chat 100 through, I will jump off stream, jump onto my computer stream, and then react to the video in actual reaction form. You know what I'm saying? Before 50 in super chat, I'll turn on, you know what I mean? You guys can super chat, request a song, you know what I'm saying? And or me watch a video, but it'll be in the video. Before 100, I'll do the same on my computer. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And for every 5 that super chatted through and or every membership we gain today, we is gonna be doing pull-ups. Yeah. Yo, I love that you love my Outlast stuff. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. You guys were a huge part of my university days. Always remember Young Child Support by Bouncer. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? And I really love that I and our group was a part of your childhood and whatnot. But, if the group turns around and, says and lies on one member, like the truth shall set you free. You know what I'm saying? That's for real, for real. But yeah, the doctor girlfriend thing wasn't really a big deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? She was a woman, she was a female I was dating. You know what I mean? She was cool when she was cool. You know what I'm saying? But at a certain point, we just grew apart and went our separate ways. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Yo, what's up, BDJ the Kid? I'm gonna edit that out. Is my favorite, like. Alright, y'all. So, type of one in the chat. If my highest super chatter, I should play the game, the scary game for tonight's stream that they want me to play. Type of two in the chat if my highest super chatter should be in the title of tonight's scary gameplay. You know what I'm saying? Ones and twos. Yeah, yeah. Hey, what's up, Jonathan the Gamer? It's the new season W Power Ranger, bro. It's out. Word. That's awesome that it's out. I had no idea. It just happened? Yo, that's what's up. That's the power of being live, baby. We get the news immediately. What's up, Broken Blade? All right, cool. The highest super chatter between my two streams gets to choose the game, the scary game that we play tonight. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. Hey, what's up, Camaro? What's up, Broken Blade? What's up, OE? What's up, Jesus Castillo? What's up, Chester? What's up, Tig? What's up, Tiana Hood? Yo, it wasn't Dr. Girlfriend, wasn't even mad, and y'all just separated. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, she asked me to marry her. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. She asked me to marry her, and I told her no. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just, you know what I mean? Yo, you know what? If we reach 100 in super chat, you know what? If someone sends 100 in super chat in the next 5 minutes, I'll tell the whole story of her proposing to me. Well, that part of the story. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be like 15, 20 minutes. But I'll tell you guys all the details of when she proposed to me. You know what I'm saying? Or at least the good ones. But we can unlock the other ones. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. Yeah. I wouldn't say anything bad about Dr. Girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? We just grew apart. You know what I'm saying? I was just unwilling to put up with her shit. You know what I mean? I know that I could do better. You know what I'm saying? I've had better. You know what I'm saying? I literally had better. And on one hand, she's presenting me with, I'm actively trying to ruin you and lying on you and horrible crap. And on the other hand, I had an extremely beautiful, exotic dancer female who was in the best shape of my life and who was in such good shape that I lost 60 pounds lifting weights with her, and I picked the girl that was nicer to me and that helped me to that was real paramount to me working out and stuff, going to the gym and stuff, and other people was like, oh no man, you should stick with the chick who's screaming and yelling and manipulating at you. And I was just like, well, if that's what she wanted, then she should have been good. If she wanted marriage, yeah. If she wanted marriage, understandable. Yeah, Dr. J is good people, man. He cool. He just went through something and then tried to lie on me But, I still consider them as cool people. If I seen them, I wouldn't be mad at them. I just don't really talk to them if I see them. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's up, Jesus Castillo? Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Hmm? Hmm? Yeah. Hey, man, what you guys up to, bro? What you guys getting into today? All right, so let's see. All right, so what part of the story did we leave off on? Or what part of the story do you guys want me to continue on? You know what I'm saying? Because I got about an hour and a half or so. You know what I'm saying? I want to stay on for as long as I can. You know what I'm saying? But I do have a meeting at 5. I do got a meeting in like 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Yo, W's in the chat. So Galaxy Studios says, why did you cheat? Because she was depressed or another reason you're gonna make up. Well, in all actuality, Galaxy Studios, yeah, I'm saying the reason why I went and got someone else was because she was already with other dudes. And she told me that she was already with other dudes. Type of one in the chat. If your girlfriend comes to you and tells you to your face, I'm going to another guy's house tonight, and we're not gonna do anything, but you can't know his address. But we're just gonna hang out. And don't be jealous. You can't be jealous, Maurice. Don't be jealous. Type of one in the chat if she's faithful and you should be faithful to her. Or type of two in the chat if even though you were super faithful up to then, once a female comes to you and tells you that, you should then go and get other women because, she's with other dudes. I'm not doing it. I mean, I get it. You know what I mean? Let's see. I get it, Galaxy Studios. That's what you want out of a good relationship, but it's not what I want. It's not what I'm gonna accept from a woman that I'm dating. I'm not gonna apologize for that. I'm never gonna apologize because if she wanted me to stay faithful to her, which I was insanely faithful to this woman, insanely faithful. Godly, man, dude, I was so faithful. You know how many hoes I turned down being faithful? Way more than I've snood. I'm not gonna even do that. Like, the numbers would be astrological if I'd never turned down. Like, if I'd never turned down, like, any of the women that were throwing it at me. The only difference is once she told me that she wasn't turning hers down, she was accepting going in their houses, taking their numbers. You know how long it takes for a woman to get comfortable to go to a man's house? You know how comfortable it takes a woman to get comfortable? You know how comfortable a woman has to be to tell her live-in boyfriend that she's going to another man's house? Do you know how comfortable a woman, do you know how locked in a woman has to be on a man in order to come back and tell a man that? You know what I'm saying? So she was going off to do her thing. I just started accepting offers. I just started accepting applications. You know what I'm saying? Because what they don't tell you is, like, me, if I'm talking to a chick, you know what I mean? Me, when I first start talking to a chick, I'm extremely faithful. I can't help it. You know what I'm saying? Dating women is work. It costs money and time to date women. You know what I'm saying? So why would I spend money and time getting to know a new woman when I already got one? To me, doesn't make very much. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't make much sense. So, you know what I'm saying? Instead, I just be faithful to the one I got when she's being faithful to me. But the minute she came to me and told me, hey, I'm going over my homeboy's house, you're okay with that, right? I met him in college, which when she said this to me, my brain registered as she's been taking dudes' numbers. And she finally, out of 20, she found one she really liked. So even if she doesn't get with this dude, she's gonna keep taking another 20 until she finds another one. So we might as well open up all the lines here at BlastphamousHD Incorporated. You know what I'm saying? We might as well start taking applications. You feel me? Type of one in the chat. If that happened to you with your significant other, if you had the ability, you would start accepting applications. Right this way, light-skinned, hazel-eyed female that I previously put a hold on your application. You know what? We just recently got a new opening. We're going to let you ride on through. Come right this way. You know what I'm saying? Type of two in the chat if you would still be like, absolutely not attractive, hazel-eyed, and more feminine woman than the woman who's currently cheating on me. How dare you even apply, okay? My woman is a queen, and even though she comes home smelling like other men's genitalia, that doesn't mean that she doesn't deserve my undivided attention. And she told me she's with other dudes, and she's number one. Like, I'm not, I get it. I understand. It's just not me. Different strokes for different folks. You know what I'm saying? I completely understand if a dude is like, man, you know what I mean? But you know what I mean? Like, I'm not willing to go on Maury and be told that I'm not the father, is pretty much what I'm saying. But yo, type of one in the chat if you guys want me to tell you guys if you guys want me to tell you guys the story of when I found out that Dr. Girlfriend was talking to other people. Type of two in the chat if you guys want me to finish the story about Chavez Slovakia and when I first met him and stuff. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. Yeah, Galaxy Studios, you are clearly Chavez Slovakia. You're clearly Chavez Slovakia. Chavez Slovakia, aka Galaxy Studios, says, is the reason why you keep mentioning Dr. Girlfriend, Randy, and Chavezz is due, even misspells like them, is due to the fact that you're too bitter to admit you miss them. Guess. I'll wait. I'll put on some Trap Lord Ross while we guess. We'll guess. Let's guess, Chad. I'll guess. We're not gonna let him. We're not gonna let him slow down the stories. But guess. Dude, I'll even put on the music for you. You know what I'm saying? The Price is Right. Do 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 do. Well, welcome to the chat, Chavez Slovakia, in here trying to prove that your wife wasn't 1.5 when you got with her. You know what I'm saying? Even though there's a video on YouTube that clearly shows her birthday. If you type in Chavez Slovakia Skitten's birthday, then it clearly comes up and shows how old she is, and then you can reverse engineer her age from there based on when the video got put up in years and how old she is now, which is 29 or 30. You know what I'm saying? If it makes you feel any better, he tells people he's 29 too. Oh boy. So, yeah. Oh, look, it is Galaxy. It is Chavez Slovakia. Hilarious. Poor thing. Get better soon, man. Date older women. Nut. Nut. Yo, that's what's up. When are you going to react to the season 2 trailer? Season 2 of what? Yeah, I'm saying, let's see what you guys picked. All right. So most of you guys on the reaction channel say you guys want to, oh yeah, definitely 2. Definitely 2. You guys, I'm getting a lot of 2s. We getting a lot of 2s. Hey, what's up, Akabus boy? Nah, that's crazy. No, look. And this is how I know it's Chavezz. Okay, so once we reach the next 20 in Super Chat, I'll tell you guys how I know it's Chavezz. I'll tell you guys how I know. Like, you know what I mean? Yo, what's up, EK? What's up, Trident? Yo, what's up, Squirrely? Understandable. What's up, Leighton? Hey, what'd you guys eat for breakfast today? You know what I'm saying? Very important, as I have not eaten breakfast yet. Which actually is quite telling. I should more than likely get on top of that. Breakfast. Yo, hope you guys are having a good day today, man. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. It's him because he stopped texting. Yeah, well, that's one tale. You know what I'm saying? You know, they usually run. Poor thing. Huh? What is your opinions on the videos that say you fell off and saying you're no longer what you used to be? Oh, how droll, Annabelle. That's what they say about every YouTube celebrity. Everyone that has more clout than them. They said the same thing about Cabby Lama, about Corey X Kenshin. They said the same thing about, and even worse with Corey X Kenshin, he is the highest viewed YouTuber in the world. They keep trying to use the fact that he likes women to try to say he's fell off or that he's a horrible person. You know what I'm saying? They'll do the same thing with every YouTube celebrity. Everyone that gets 1 million subscribers, especially ones that get 1 million subscribers on 5 different channels that get to 8 billion views, which is what we've gotten to so far, 8 billion views. They'll say that about anyone that gets to 500 mil. Look at the videos they've done on PewDiePie. You know somebody has a downfall video on Markiplier? Somehow Markiplier is a horrible person too. I know, right? If you didn't know he was horrible because he's awesome, neither did I. They're going to do it about this channel specifically that make videos on how YouTubers are terrible and they're awful and they're not doing anything terrible or awful, or how they're all this other crap. They just make stuff up. Whatever you guys will click on, they will make a video saying that YouTuber did. You know, and that's just what it is. Like, any YouTuber makes peace with that before they do YouTube. No one gives a shit. I don't. You know what I'm saying? But if you want my entire opinion on it, you know what I'm saying? Super chat of 50 specifically, Anna, and I'll deep dive and tell you my feelings on it and all feelings and stuff. You know what I mean? For 100 and yeah, for 50 in super chat, I'll totally deep dive into that. Forgot your name, but yeah, Anna Beer. Understandable. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, people are really, really weird nowadays, Anna Bear. Super weird. I know. Funny how that works. Super weird. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? My heart goes out to those really, really weird people because, you know, they clearly need healing energy, you know, so I'm sending healing energy their way. Because, you know, the only reason why people make those channels is because they can't do what we do. They can't do what the BHD Army does. No one's going to watch. They can't do that. So, you know, if you go to those channels, you want proof of that, go to those channels and see how often they go live. I can guarantee you they won't. You know what I'm saying? All right, you guys. Yo, so type in 1 in the chat if you guys want me to finish telling you guys the rest of this story, or type 2 in the chat if once we reach the next super chat milestone, you guys want me to jump online and play. Well, the person that super chats the most towards our next super chat milestone, you guys can choose what we do, because I'm well equipped to stay and tell you guys more stories for the next 17 hours straight. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you guys are throwing it the way you guys been throwing it, man. You know what I'm saying? If you guys are super chatting the way you guys been super chatting, you know what I'm saying? Like, we here for the show. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. You guys want more stories. That's what's up. These stories are hilarious to me. Yo, this is like my favorite story to tell because like it's so grossly apparent what it is, but because it's more attention grabbing to say BlastphamousHD TV is this and that than it is to tell the truth about Chavez Slovakia. Like, you know, but it's the whole YouTube ecosystem. You know what I'm saying? Understandable. Yo, who invited you over, BDJ the Kid? Who invited you over, bro? All right, so look, so type of one in the chat if you guys want me to start telling you guys some of my dating stories and giving you guys dating advice, which is what my dating stories are. Type of two in the chat if you guys want me to keep telling you guys the story about Chavez Slovakia and all of his weird crap. You know what I'm saying? Because once we reach the next 30 in super chat, I'm just gonna tell you guys the whole story of when he came and bragged to us about when he did it. You know what I'm saying? Unless you guys type ones in the chat, to which case I'll tell you guys stories about the extremely masculine big black chick that I went on a date with, and she had the nerve to want snoo at the end of a terrible date. She gave me a terrible date and then had the nerve to expect snoo at the end of it. Gonna push her bosom up against me at the end of the night. Talk about some less, you know, watch Amazon and stuff. You know, watch Amazon and stuff. I'm just like, you know, I'm not gonna make that joke. All right, I'm not gonna make that joke. All right, you guys. Okay. All right, so we got one. Okay. All right, so we listen, we don't judge. Okay, is the game we play. All right, we're gonna turn on a little bit of mood music. You feel me? All right, so 25s in super chat. We're gonna do half off for the super chat request. Half off of a super chat request if it's rap and or hip hop. 75 in super chat if it's R&B or something slow or religious or political or something that's pretty much not vibey, like what I would choose. You know what I'm saying? So 25 in super chat if it's Playboy Cardi, if it's Drake, you know what I'm saying? If it's the week, some of the weekend's music, you know what I'm saying? You know, but 75 in super chat if you send me anything, any country music, you know what I'm saying? Any biblical music, you know what I'm saying? And any music that says that's really slow or boring. You know what I'm saying? Like with violins in it and shit. Well, actually, what's that called? Broquette? Dang, what type of music is that? It's like, dang, it's like an instrument, like Mozart. If it's Mozart, that's a 25. Because Mozart is audibly delicious. I love, like, you know what I mean? Old school instrumental type of music. You know what I'm saying? Like Fantasia, the stuff they put in the Fantasia with the Mickey Mouse in that. The one made by Disney. Oh, yeah. I fucks with that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody knew that, though. I fucks with the classics. All right, so with that being said, the, BHD Storytime music. Yes. BHD Storytime theme. Yes. The good stuff. They literally put my face on the front of this thumbnail. And this wasn't even me who uploaded this. You know what I mean? Our BHD Storytimes made it viral. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the BHD Army. You guys are an awesome place. You guys are awesome people. You know what I mean? Like, for real, for real. If anyone tells you otherwise, throw a balloon with just water in it at them. Only water. You know what I'm saying? So, type of 1 in the chat if you guys can hear the storytime music in the background. Type of 2 in the chat if you guys cannot hear the storytime music in the background. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's up, Zena? Yo, appreciate the compliment, Brody. That's what's up. Yo, reading all you guys' compliments, man. You guys got good energy. Gospel would be a 75 in super chat. You know what I'm saying? As it is not something in my regular listening repertoire. For real, for real. But if you guys want to, you guys can do a super chat request for a song and it's 25. You know what I mean? So this is the type of music that I like to listen to. You know what I'm saying? We're going to put some on for some examples. You feel me? And then we're going to get back into the stories. All right, so type of one in the chat if you guys want me to keep telling you guys the story of when I first met Chavezz and how his girlfriend Primrose was beating him and ran him over with a car. So type of one in the chat if you guys want me to tell you guys the story of his first girlfriend before Skitten running him over with a car. Nigga. Type of two in the chat if you guys want to hear if you guys want me to keep going on the story of when I found out that he was lying on me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So ones and twos. Ones and twos. Yo, W's in the chat to Dennis Jones. Mike Jones. W's in the chat. Who is my favorite artist? All right, my favorite artist is Young Nudie and No Diddy. His song is about really, really chill, mellow beats over really rough lyrics about murder and stuff. And that's just like the perfect vibe for me. You know what I'm saying? Someone else that I really like is Bloodhound Little Jeff. You know what I'm saying? His stuff is hilarious. This is by Young Nudie. Yo, if we reach a 20 in Super Chat before this song goes off, I will restart the song and then dance with my nunchucks to it. You know what I mean? I'll play with my nunchucks to the beat of the song. Because that's another thing that got me into using nunchucks was listening to music. Yeah, Bloodhound Lil Jeff, he makes good music. Who's you guys' favorite hip-hop artist or favorite rap artist? I'll make sure to throw some of it up into the rotation.
I'm trying to get some money. Yeah, I'm in this bitch. I'm bullet. Selling her run city Jones. They overdose instead of shooting.
Nigga. Bruh. Bruh. Man, if they played this at a club, bro, like, that shit would be lit. Lil Baby. That's what's up, BDJ the Kid Brody. All right, so this is my favorite Lil Baby song. My favorite Lil Baby songs is it's like a tie between these two. You know what I mean? This one got 379 million in 6 years. Not bad at all. You like Pierre Bourne? You have good taste, Ermac. You have good taste. Yeah, that music is hella nostalgic.
You can get a bigger Chanel like in the store if you want it. I gave them the drill, they set it up, I got them on it. I bought a new Patek, I had to watch, so I two-tone it. Taking these drugs, I'm gonna be up until the morning. It ain't your car, you can
Hey yo, if we reach 100 in Super Chat, 100 in Super Chat, I will get up and dance. You know what I mean? I don't think the internet has ever seen me like dance. You know what I mean? But if we reach 100 in Super Chat, I will dance. For real, for real. From this point, in the next in the next 10 minutes. Yeah, in the next, we'll say 5 minutes. In the next 5 minutes, because the screen has a timer on it, if we reach 100 in Super Chat in the next 5 minutes, I'll dance. I really don't want to, because, you know, that's why I never have before. But I am a man of my word, unfortunately. But I'm not a good dancer. You know what I'm saying? All right, so any embarrassing moments you guys get, you guys did that damage. All right? You did that damage. You know what I'm saying? And no. The Baby. Yeah, The Baby is a really good one.
Crushing on the floor, you gon' fuck around and drown, tryna ride a nigga way. Drip too hard, don't stand too cold, you gon' fuck around and drown. Out this way, doing all these shows, I've been on the road, I don't care.
Yo, I'm doing good, Vic DTB. Yeah, yeah. Yo, I'm reading you guys' comments. Thanks for the compliment, man. You like the shirt. That's what's up. I like that you like the shirt. That's what's up. Yeah, me and Chavez, we're not really cool like that. You know what I mean? I don't have a problem with him. I wish him all the best. But, you know what I mean? Like, that's not somebody I hang out with anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not doing it. You know? Like, he just does his own thing. I ain't got nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? The fuck? None? Y'all hear that? Nigga. This is another one of my favorite Lil Baby songs. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The dash is busy, the schedule busy. My head in a hoodie, my shorty a goodie. My cousins are crazy, my cousins like boogie. Life is amazing, it is what it should be. Been here for 10, but I feel like a rookie. I tell her look up, cause it's snowing in Tootsies. Booked for 3 years, man, you can't even book me. It's me and Lil Baby, this shit going crazy. Weezy produced it, and Weezy have made me. And she held it down, so she got a Mercedes. Young Money Records, the Army, the Navy. It ran me 10,000, I threw it like Brady. The foreign is yellow like Tracy and Katie. I trusted my niggas, they never betray me. Met all these niggas, they sweeter than Sadie. When I started out, I just took what they gave me. Did all the favors, they never repay me. It worked in my favor, cause nobody saved me. Brand new whip, got no keys. Tell them my clothes, no stops, please. Soon as I nut, you can go leave. Got M's in the bank, like yes, indeed. Cardiac glasses, I won't even Pikachu. Yellow Ferrari like Pikachu. I got him waiting and watching what he gon' do. Tryna pee what I do, tryna steal my moves. 2500 for a new pair of tennis shoes. The same price I can make them youngins come and finish you. Though you being charged, he a jewel like a voodoo. Real dope boy, 100,000 illegal.
Bro, I like this song.
I been getting money, I ain't worried about what he do. I'm getting money like I'm from the 80s. Man, Dre about to drop, man, this shit gon' go crazy. They know I'm the truth, coming straight from the basement. I'm straight as a squeak, man, I come from the pavement. A million all hundreds, it make them go crazy. Wham, 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 bitch on the baby. Brand new whip, got no keys. Tell them my clothes, no stop.
Bro, that's like one of my things. I like nunchucking the music.
Me and my dog want off the way. When you living like this, they supposed to hate.
Bruh, that reminds me of that one song that that just came out not too long ago. Yo, what's you guys' favorite Gunna song? What's you guys' favorite Gunna song? Is this pre-recorded? Yes. You know what I mean? I am a hologram like at a Chief Keef concert. 1,000,000%. Okay, so. All right, so if we reach a 50 in super chat, I will tell you guys the story of when. Oh my God! So did you guys want to know of the story of when Chavezz got when his girlfriend ran him over with her car, or do you guys want to know the story of when Chavezz came and bragged to us about how he had finally gotten with Skitten? And I was like, what the hell are you doing, man? Didn't make any sense. I'm just like, why would you willingly tell people? Horrible idea. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. All right, so type of 1 in the chat if you guys want to hear the story of when Chavezz got ran over by a car by his ex-girlfriend Primrose. Type of 2 in the chat if you guys want to hear the story of when Chavezz came and bragged to us about how he was watching Amazon with freaking Skitten, who was 1.5 at the time. We was just like, why would you tell us this? Yeah. You shouldn't tell us this. All right, Joe. Yo, I'd like to hear how he got hit by a car. All right, so BDJ, one of our highest super chatters for the stream. We gonna tell the homie BDJ about how Chavezz got hit by a car. All right, so peep game. So this is what happened, people. You know what I mean? This is what happened. So what happened was, Chavezz, when I first ran into Chavezz, the first time I ran into Chavezz was inside of the student union up at UNLV. You know what I'm saying? I'm walking up in there, I just got done leaving the gym. I walk up in there, you know, and I'm walking to the SU because I'm about to go play the DDR machine that they had up in there, because the SU, it always had a lot of arcade games up in that mug, you feel me? So with that being said, I'm walking into the SU, I'm going to the arcade that's in the SU, and wouldn't you know it, Chavezz is sitting there and he's got this girl with them Primrose. Now I'll give him this. You know what I mean? Primrose was attractive. Primrose was more attractive than Skitten. And when I say attractive, she was about an adjustable 6. You know what I'm saying? An adjustable 6 at best. You know what I'm saying? But she was in good shape. She was far better than what, you know, Chavezz is pulling nowadays. At least she was of age, I'm pretty sure. She was like 19 or 20 or something. So at least she was of age. So I ran into them, you know what I mean? They're sitting on top of each other inside the SU. So I walk past them and she says something to me. She says like, ooh, like she hits on me. She's like, ooh, you're cute. And I was like, oh, yo, thank you for the compliment. And then Chavezz tried to fight me immediately. You know what I'm saying? He's that type of dude. He's like, hey, would you just say to my girl, cuz? And I was like, oh, thank you for the compliment. And he's just like, what? You just hit on my girl. And I was like, I did not. She said you were attractive. I said, thank you for the compliment. And literally like was still looking like this. I wasn't even gonna keep talking to him. But when he was like, yo, man, you better keep it moving or I'll fight you, cuz. And I was like, because, you know what I'm saying? Like him offering me to fade, you know what I'm saying? It made me want to stay. You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't look like he would really go for it. So I stayed and talked to him for about 15, 20 minutes. And turns out, and when I stayed and talked to him, I made sure to hit on Primrose in front of him, you know what I'm saying, to see if he was really going to go for it. And he didn't. He didn't go for it. We just talked and we kept it civil. And, you know, we became cool as far as like that was where the introduction with me and Chavezz went, you know. So then I turned around and kept it pushing because they were never on my radar in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So then I go into the SU, you know what I'm saying? I meet up with my huge group of like 17 homies at the time, females, dudes, all of that good shit. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And at that point in time, I become such good friends with that 17 people that we hung out regularly, daily. We just kicked it, cracked jokes, all of that good stuff. You feel me? So, at this point in particular, I go in there, I'm kicking it with them. Chavezz and Primrose. Primrose gets up and she says, yo, I want to go in there and see what they're doing. They look like fun people. She gets up, walks into the room, you know what I'm saying, and comes and joins our group. He walks in with her since that was his girlfriend. Now, Chavezz getting hit with a car. We're going to fast forward to Chavezz getting hit with a car. If you guys want me to finish the rest of the prior story, once we reach 35 more in Super Chat, I'll finish that whole story if you guys want. But you have to Super Chat through that you want me to finish that specific story. You know what I'm saying? So anybody that Super Chats through, you guys can ask me about a certain part of the story. Any questions you guys have, Super Chat them motherfuckers through. That way I'll know what type of story my biggest supporters want to hear. You know what I'm saying? All right, so with that being said, out this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Chavezz hits me up one day and he's like, yo, I don't know what's going on, man. She's crazy. She's just tripping. She's tripping. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, what's going on? And he's on the phone. I don't know what to do. Maurice, help. I don't know what to do. It was Chavezz. You know what I'm saying? Now, unbeknownst to me, Chavezz was on the other side of the phone, standing in front of his woman's ready-to-drive car. His woman had gotten in the car. She was getting ready to go. And pretty much I see this as a Diddy situation. You know what I'm saying? Let's say if Chavezz was Diddy, no relation. That's literally just a joke for this part of the story. And Primrose was Cassie. You know what I'm saying? So remember how Diddy beat up Cassie when she was trying to leave and, you know, go and do something else with someone else or go somewhere else. And then, you know, freaking Diddy like kicks her in the face, drags her back into the hotel room. It was one of those type of situations. You know what I'm saying? he was trying to like hold her hostage there. You know what I'm saying? And she wanted to leave and she ran him over with her car. You know what I'm saying? So the bread, we're gonna unpack that story. Now, what happened was he's on the other side of the phone, he's screaming at me, help, help, she's crazy. I don't know what to do, Maurice, help. And I'm like, yo, I don't understand what you're talking about. And all I hear in the background is, skirt, bah! You know what I'm saying? I was literally on the phone when homie got hit with the car. When she ran this nigga over. You know what I'm saying? Since I was seen as the more sensible dude in the group, he saw fit to call me in a situation in order to help him out of it. You know what I'm saying? Now, with that being said, yo, Broken Blade, I know, bro. I was literally on the phone. You know what I'm saying? All I hear is, wait, no, baby, wait, scar. So what happened was this. I go over there to figure out what's going on because I get a picture from one of the homies, you know what I'm saying, of him in a leg cast. And I'm like, yo, what happened? What happened? How'd he break his leg? Peep game, right? Tell me why. He gets there, and so I get there, and homie's in the cast. His leg is all jacked up and messed up and battered and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, yo, bro, like what happened? So I went to Primrose's brother and asked Primrose's brother what happened, because I knew Primrose's brother. He turned out like he was a really good friend of mine, right? So I go to him and ask him what happened. He said, look, man, I was watching the whole damn shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? This shit was like a goddamn movie. She said she was about to leave. He said he didn't want her to leave. She got up to go leave. You know what I'm saying? I went to the door to try to stop him from getting her to leave. I mean, from stopping her from leaving, because she's an adult. She's allowed to go wherever she wants. You know what I'm saying? I stayed at the door, which he stayed at the door. You know what I'm saying? And Chavezz goes running after her to her car. And it's like, babe, you can't go. Stop going. Apparently, Primrose had met another dude online that was going to hang out with him or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Same thing as Cassie and Diddy. You know what I'm saying? So Chavezz runs in there, runs up, you know what I'm saying, and literally like tries to fight her to get her to stay, right? He's fighting for their love. Babe, where are you going? I love you. I love you so much. Don't go. Where are you going? And she's like, get away from me, Chavezz. I'm getting ready to leave. You gotta let me do what I want to do. And he's like, no, you're my girl. You can't go. And he like tries to physically stop her and hold her and shit. And then she's like, no, get off me. I'm leaving. She finally gets inside. There's a struggle. She struggles to get inside the car. You know what I'm saying? And so he, being bested by her, you know, she wrestled him. I guess she was like an athlete. So yeah, she was an athlete, a track runner, all that stuff, which is why she was in good shape. So she wrestles and gets him, you know, like gets away from him, closes the car door. He gets up, crying and blubbering, calls me on the phone. He's like, yo, I'm trying to get her to stay. How do I get her to stay? She's crazy. She's crazy. Now, when he's yelling this goofy shit, he goes and stands in front of her car and it's like, I love you. Baby, don't go. Baby, go. And she's like, nigga, get your goofy ass, and floors it. Bah! Hits this nigga, runs his leg over. You know what I mean? His leg healed. It wasn't hurt for a long time. It was maybe like 6 months or something. But, you know, he healed after that. You know what I'm saying? But that is what happened. That's what happened, BDJ. You know what I'm saying? W's in the chat to BDJ, yo. Nigga. Fighting for a woman that don't want to be with him. Hey, look, it happens to the best of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've all done that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? His issue is that, you know, he's one of these good guys and, you know, he refuses to be anything else. So that's what it is. That's what it is. That's what being an unconditional love. I mean, no, it's not. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're talking like 30% at best of the time. 70% of the time, it goes awesome. You know what I'm saying? 30% of the time, it goes crazy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what's up. Yeah. That's what's up. Yo, appreciate the compliment, Brody.
For real. Stay up. That's what's up. Hey, appreciate the compliment, Queen Bee. Stay up. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Ian? Do I love you? I don't love anyone that I just meet. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, BDJ. Chavezz was a desperate one. Poor thing. You know what I'm saying? Yo. Hey, that's what's up, Edie. Thank you for the compliment. Hey, thank you. Thank you, Scrooge. You know what I'm saying? Your name reminds me of the Christmas story. Yeah. All is well. I hope all is well with you guys as well, man. You guys have great energy. That's understandable, Sharice. What's up, Karubi? What's up, Karubi 004? Yo, I remember you from some super chats back in the day. Hey, what's up, Brody? What's my thoughts on long distance dating? I don't do it. I just don't do it. I just don't even do it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, I mean, if she if she's down to travel, if she gets her own tickets and stuff, then I suppose, you know what I'm saying, unless I already know the chick, you know what I'm saying, but if I don't know the chick, you know what I mean, and she's long distance, she's going to have to fly herself out to, get to know me somewhere else and not inside my house for the most part. Like go to a movie and shit, she'll have to fly out to go to the movies and stuff like that, and then fly herself back home. You know what I'm saying? If she could do that, then, long distance dating is cool. But if you mean by long distance dating, you mean talking on the phone and helping her from over the phone, you know what I mean? Keep it up. If it's true or not, it's still a good story. Understandable, Brody. You know what I'm saying? I like that you like my stories and you know that they're good. You know what I'm saying? For real. Yo, I missed the BHD story times with the Mirror's Edge gameplay. Yeah, I know, Scrooge. Don't worry, Brody. I got another story time dropping next week. You know what I'm saying? I want to tell you guys, it's a little surprise, but I do have a story time. What day do you guys want me to drop story times on? You know what I'm saying? What day? You know what I mean? We'll make an entire day for it. You know what I'm saying? And yes, you know what I'm saying? I will have to hire an editor to edit up the story times, all the clips and stuff. But for you guys, I would move the world. You know what I'm saying? And not even pee on it like in my old music videos. Though everyone has done that for comedy. Hey, look at the bright side. At least I didn't put on a dress. Friday, every Friday or Saturday. I'll do it for free. That's what's up. Hey, that guy, LaDon is awesome. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Yo, how much have you edited? Have you edited any storytime format videos before? And do you know how to use CapCut? Yeah, I don't even use Adobe Premiere anymore. I'll do it for free. Yo, type a 1 in the chat if you guys are editors and are willing to edit up some BHD story times. Type a 2 in the chat if you have never edited in a day in your life, but you're willing to learn by holding a contest to see who can make the best BHD story time from the same video. And then we rate it. You know what I'm saying? And the super chatters get to choose who becomes our new editor or a new editor. You know what I'm saying? We've got multiples. That's what's up, Karubi. We're about to do a contest. That one internet virus story was funny. Which one, JBM? You know what I'm saying? What happened to Dr. J and the women and being in the projects? Them pranks were golden. Understandable. Those pranks were awesome. Whatever happened to John? All right, so if we reach 100 in super chat within the next 5 minutes, I'll tell you guys the story of Dr. J and the women. You know what I'm saying? 1,000,000% with nothing held out. You know what I'm saying? And I say that because Dr. J and the women is not a half bad person. He's a good person. You know what I'm saying? Everyone has a misstep and says something goofy on a camera. Lord knows that's what I do on a daily basis. So, you know, I don't hold it against him. You know what I'm saying? Like, as, you know, he just said, what he said was, you know, we all know what BHD is doing, you know, behind closed doors, but I can't go into detail. That's not half bad. You know what I mean? That's not really that bad. That's just him saying some goofy stuff. You know, I mean, you know, if he hit me up and apologized, then, you know, I'd still talk to him. You know what I mean? I ain't tripping. Yeah. Let's see. The one where you got a call from the scammer that you paid for internet corn. Bro, that was a hilarious story. Look, so what happened with that one was this. I got a text that said, yo, you know, we are the police. We're going to come and find you. We're looking for you, you know, and we're going to do this and that and all this terrible stuff. And, you know, we're going to put you in jail in 24 hours unless you send us $500 right now. We've got proof that you're on internet sites looking at underage corn. And I'm just like, well, where's the proof? And they're like, well, we ain't got to show that. But all you need to know is you have 24 hours to send me $500 cash in gift cards from CVS or Walgreens, or you're going to jail for life, forever. We got enough to put you away for 15 years. Or we can settle out of court right now for $500. Nigga, that's first. I've seen the first Friday. I know this is a scam, nigga. We all saw the scene for the first Friday when, you know what I mean, Smokey and Craig walk into the corner store and, you know what I'm saying, and Ezel slip and fall. You know what I mean? He act like he slip and fall. He like, yo, oh God, it's $8 million. Oh, my back is broke. Oh God. But we can settle out of court right now for $50. I'm not falling for this. You know what I'm saying? BHD Army can't fall for this type of fluflametry. You know what I'm saying? They gotta be better than that. You know what I mean? Like, come on, baby. You just, I was just like, yo. So I tell the dude, so I call the number, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I believe he called me. You know what I'm saying? He called me like an hour and a half later. Yeah, so what you gonna do? Because we got you, and you send me $500 right now, or I'm calling the police, and we got all the evidence and all this. And I'm like, just call the police. Call them. Who pays for internet corn? We ain't even gonna talk about the Cupcake shit. Who pays for internet corn in general? Is anybody out there paying $500 a month for whatever? He said, just like, who? No one pays for naked lady pictures. No one does that, nigga. Is anybody out there paying for naked lady pictures on the internet? Because I tell you, you're being shy, you're being poo shiesty. You know what I'm saying? You're being shiested upon. You're being getting even. You know what I'm saying? Never pay for naked lady pics, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the phone with homie, and I'm laughing at him because I'm like, bro, not only is this a scam, but this is this isn't even a well thought out scam. Who pays for this? What are you talking about? No, man, we got all the evidence. And then he sends over a fake police report picture. And I'm like, bro, this is Photoshop. Not only that, but like, come on, bro. I'm not into that. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like, in order for me to go down for that, it's got to be in here. Like, and it's not. Nothing in my brain. Like, if we go into my brain, like at that episode of SpongeBob SquarePants where he was learning to be a waiter, nothing through my file cabinet says young people. None of it. None of it. So when someone tries to come at me with that bullcrap, I just know they're fluflamming. It's a scam. It's an in real life scam caller. Luckily enough, I've never run into that in real life, but on the internet, you're going to run into everything. You know what I mean? Somebody out there said that I dated a giraffe. You know what I'm saying? And regardless of the fact that if that's true or not, you don't tell people my business. You know what I'm saying? Nobody, giraffe, goats, you know what I'm saying? Freaking other animals. No, but zebras, no one saws it. There's no BlastphamousHD heavy petting zoo out there. And if it was, would you guys buy the? I'm not gonna ask y'all if y'all buy the pictures. Don't subscribe to the Only Toes. It's not what you think it is. Nut. I thank you for the compliment, Adam. Yeah, bro. Scammers need to get a job. I don't like scammers either. You know what I mean? Understandable, Broken Blade. You know what I'm saying? BDJ the Kid, you remind me of Debo. I appreciate the compliment. You know what I'm saying? I really do, man. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? But I can guarantee you, I'm way friendlier in real life, bro. I haven't fist fought a person in like 15 years, bro. Like 10, 15 years. You know what I'm saying? It's been a minute. You know what I'm saying? It's like at least 10 years. I did try to fist fight the dude that tried to date me at the club. You know what I'm saying? But you guys don't want to hear that story. You know what I mean? You guys do not want to hear the story of when the dude jumped on me and tried to kiss me in the face, and I almost went back to prison that night. Almost went back to jail. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that stopped me was titty meat. You know what I'm saying? It's bad female pulled up. Puerto Rican too. Wearing one of them dresses that hug her curves and push her booby meat up to where it's all squished up and mashed together. You know what I'm saying? Just good shape too. Man, she was man, she took my mind completely off of the dude that does not understand that you do that to people, and you could just run into the one that you shouldn't do that to. You know what I'm saying? What do my tattoos mean? You know what I'm saying? How's life been? Life is good. You know what I'm saying? Life is extremely good. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. Yo, how's you guys' lives been? You know what I mean? Do you remember that story you told us where you tried to fight someone? I think behind the dumpster and robbed you at gunpoint. Behind the dumpster. Robbed me at gunpoint. Robbed at gunpoint. Let's see. All the times I've been robbed at gunpoint. The party that I bouncered about 2 years ago, we all got robbed at gunpoint that night. And they did an attempted drive-by on us. It was very scary. That was my last party I bouncered. Never bounced another rapper's party after that. Let's see. But if we reach 30 in Super Chat, I'll tell you guys that story. You know what I'm saying? Within the next 5 minutes, I'll tell you guys that story if we reach 30 in Super Chat within the next 5 minutes. Let's see. Another story. Got robbed behind a dumpster. Can you go more into the story, BDJ? Do you remember that story you told us where you tried to fight someone? I think it was behind a dumpster where I tried to fight somebody. Rejog my memory for me, BDJ. I really like that you can remember all of the stories that I've told you. You know what I mean? Understandable, you. Understandable. You know what I'm saying? People would pay, bro. How much do you guys think people would pay if I made an Only Toes, man? I don't believe I will make one. But like, what if I did one as a joke? Like, wouldn't these be pictures of my feet? Call that motherfucker's feet finder. Feetfinders.com. we can't make a feet finders, guys. We can't make an OnlyFans and call it feet finders. Put people's feet up there. Oh my God. Yeah, we can't do that, guys. You know what I'm saying? We can't do that. Oh man, that's what's up. Yo, you mean lightning hands? Yo, I do remember lightning hands. 1,000,000%. I was there. The guy was built like, let's see if I could say he looked like anybody. Lightning Hands was built like Ludacris, but taller. He looked just like Ludacris, but way taller. You know what I'm saying? Like 6'7" Ludacris, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? And my homeboy, Eric, he was built like, he looked exactly like the guy off of Family Matters that turned out to be into lady guys. What? No, not Malcolm Jamal Warner, not that guy, not the guy who just passed away, Malcolm, but the other guy, Eddie Winslow from Family Matters. He's a spitting image of Eddie Winslow from Family Matters. Good grief, man. Terrible stuff is what he did. So, Eddie Winslow, so type of one in the chat if you guys want me to tell you guys the story of Lightning Hands, you know what I'm saying? Or tell you guys the hidden parts of the Lightning Hands story time, you know what I'm saying? If somebody super chats 25 through, I'll just tell you guys the details right now. Fudge it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. You probably talk about your old friends, whatchamacallit? What happened with Chavezz? Oh yeah, you know, Chavezz dates Cupcakes. You know, and he's still with her. You know what I mean? They're still married. You know, pretty sure she has him in some insane soul contract. You know what I'm saying? Whereas he can't be with anybody else, but she is literally getting ran through by sports teams every weekend. You know, but don't feel bad, because if you think about it, technically it's exactly what the both of them wanted, and that's good. See? That's a good thing. See, one of you guys actually ran into him up at the South Point Casino. If we reach, for a 20 in Super Chat, I'll tell you guys what you guys told me when you ran into him up at the South Point Casino. It was diabolical. Diabolical. You guys are freaking hilarious. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start talking to you guys more often, like on Discord and stuff, because you guys be telling me that y'all be running into him and y'all be pressing him about the story. Y'all tell me his response is wild. If we reach a 20 in Super Chat, I'll tell you what it is. You know what I'm saying? Dates Cupcakes? Chavezz dates Cupcakes. Duh, he's with one. She was 5.5 years old when they first started dating, you know. For a 10 in Super Chat, I'll tell you guys, I'll retell a real quick synopsis, maybe for like 2-3 minutes of the whole of the rundown of what happened. You know what I'm saying? You know, real quick one. You know what I'm saying? For 50 in Super Chat, I'll tell the whole story in depth. Again, live and in person. But this is a hologram. Like a Chief Keef concert. No one sees this. Do we? Huh? You better say no. What's up, Amani? What's up, Cameron? Where's Randy? Probably somewhere taking care of his kid. You know what I'm saying? I hope he's doing well. He's more than likely working construction. You know what I'm saying? For 50 Super Chat, I'll tell you guys exactly what Randy is. My last time running into Randy. And you guys don't know the story. I haven't told you guys, but I ran into Randy like 3 months ago at a Chick-fil-A. I'll tell you guys the story once we reach the next 50 in Super Chat. But you have to let me know that that's what you want to hear in the, in the title, in the wording of your Super Chat. I just caught on to the meaning of Cupcake. I thought you was talking about a gay person. No. No, I don't know. Maybe he's into dudes. But for now, it's only children. But look, I'll tell you guys what. For 500 in Super Chat, I will Uber to his apartment complex right now. For if someone says 500 in Super Chat within the next 20 minutes, I'll Uber to his crib right now on stream, and we'll do a live To Catch a Predator episode live, nigga. Yo, because I remember where he lives. He hasn't moved. I can tell by the look of the setup. He's still there because it's really cheap. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to keep it real with y'all. It's the hood. It's the hood. The ratchets. The projects. But I'm down. I love the projects. You know what I'm saying? Love it. But I will. That's what's up. It'll be a good time. It was a story about when he asked you for money and lied about it and took everything out your apartment. He asked me for money. Oh, you talking about Rashad Banks? Yeah. You mean when I beat him to within an inch of his life and, you know, his girlfriend had to take him to a hospital and he had to eat through a straw for a month? Or 3. And he told everyone on Facebook. Like, I literally talked to him after I put my feet in his ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you picture his ass, like his cheeks was like like the back of them was like a pajama, and I put my feet, both of them, directly into the sleeve of the pajama bottoms, and you know, and then he had to go to the hospital for it for a while. He was okay though. He made a very speedy recovery, kinda, you know. But he learned a very valuable lesson: don't rob people. Don't rob people that you know, and then try to hang out with them to rob them again later, because they won't be happy about that. And they'll put their feet in you. I mean, at least allegedly. Allegedly put my feet in them. I'm not incriminating myself. It never happened. This is a prank, and it's scripted, and it's photoshopped. This didn't happen, no matter how much evidence of it you see online, because I literally did a vlog looking for him that went viral. The vlog I made looking for Rashad Banks got 2 million motherfucking views. Could you imagine if I did actually murder him? You know what I'm saying? Don't murder people. It's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? Even if they really deserve it. But do put them in the hospital. That shit felt great. You know what I'm saying? Whenever, because I tell people this story and they be like, what, you're not traumatized by that? I'm like, fuck no. You robbed my house at gunpoint. You know what I'm saying? Shit. I had a great time. It was like being in the club. They was playing Lil Jon music with the East Side Boys. And his ass was the dance floor. We just kept dancing. We was crip walking right on his ass. Motherfucker, bitch ass. You robbing my house, you piece of shit. Like, you know what I mean? It was great. Yo. So just foot action. The whole, you know what I mean? We on Rick and Morty, they call it the power of 16 feet. You know what I'm saying? Like in that episode where they were fighting that wizard, the episode with the slut dragons. You know what I'm saying? And the wizard is like, power of 16 feet, and starts fucking like 16 green feet all appear next to the wizard, and he starts kicking the shit out of Rick with him. You know what I'm saying? That's, he's got the power of 16 feet on him. All right, so top of one in the chat if once we reach the next 50 in super chat, you guys want to hear that story. Type a 2 in the chat if once we reach the 50, once we reach the next super chat milestone, you guys want me to tell you guys more of the Chavez Slovakia story. You know what I'm saying? But that can be a super chat request. You know what I'm saying? If we reach a 50 in super chat, you know what I'm saying? Well, we got to see what you guys choose. That's what's up. A 2. Oh, you guys want to hear more of the hard pick. You know what I mean? We listen, we don't judge. It's a hard pick. Huh? Yeah. Which one you want to hear? Which one do my super chatters want to hear, man? You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you guys for the support, man. You guys are freaking awesome. Yeah. Appreciate the compliment, G. Hey, you guys have great energy today, man. The story I was just now talking about, that's the story of when my house got robbed at gunpoint by my best friend. Best friend. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much a cautionary tale as to why when you make friends in the projects and then you move out of the projects, you should leave them in the projects. Don't tell them your address for any reason. No reason. Nada. Do not let them in. Do I still play poker? I do. Indubitably, I do. I play like once a month. You know what I'm saying? Just for fun. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I do play poker for a living still. You know what I'm saying? I'll go out once a month. You know what I'm saying? Grind hard for like 18 hours. And then roll back and tell some stories. I loved your Lamar video. That's what's up. I love that you love my stuff. Do I stream every day? I stream every day, people. You know what I'm saying? I stream every day. So if you're up in here and you're seeing me, I do storytime streams every single day. Make sure to come through. You know what I'm saying? My next BHD storytime is going to be how my house got robbed at gunpoint. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yo. Because I can see you guys winding down, you know what I'm saying? And I don't want to keep you guys up in here. I want to keep the energy fresh for telling you guys stories, you know what I'm saying? Yo, that's what's up, Carlos B. Thank you for the compliment, Brody. Sorry, your brother got the phone. I didn't even see it, Nancy. You're good. Didn't even see it. I don't even know what happened. I hope he didn't drop it in like water or something. You know what I'm saying? Because then you got to put rice on it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I hope he didn't like go to your phone and message all of your friends and stuff and tell them that, tell them stuff you didn't want them to tell them. I already told the story. I told 3 stories for today. You know what I'm saying? So look, I'll keep telling. So if we reach 50 in Super Chat within the next 5 minutes, I'll stay and tell another hour of stories. A whole another hour. You know what I'm saying? I'll stay and tell you guys the story of when my house got robbed at gunpoint from my old homeboy Rashad Banks when I was friends with him in the projects. You know what I'm saying? And the awesome climax of the story when I beat him to within an inch of his life. Didn't use no weapons or nothing. Just kept beating him. And until he was spitting up blood that was so black that I knew he had internal damages. I knew that his internal organs were ruptured by how dark the blood that he was throwing up was. You know what I'm saying? So when he started throwing up black blood, that's when I stopped. And that's why he's alive. And that's why we didn't go back to jail. W's in the chat for not being too violent. Always stop right at the double doors from Full Metal Alchemist. You know what I'm saying? Because that nigga deserved that shit. That's crazy. He did it. He robbed my house at gunpoint. What did he think I was going to do? Send him a aggressively worded letter? You know what I'm saying? Dear Rashad Banks, ... I was in distress to hear and to learn from the police and the mountain of evidence that you left behind that you had robbed my house last night. I do not like that. And now you are not invited to the barbecue or the kickback or the huckle down. So in summary, that is not okay. Hell no, man. I'm not gonna say that where I grew up at, we like to get it back in blood, but you know, it's way more gratifying and healing for the soul than letting that nigga walk with use of both of his legs and arms. Way easier to let him breathe through a straw for a couple months. Yeah. For real, for real. W's in the chat, mate. Yo, respect, brother. Yeah. So that will be tomorrow's BHD story time. You know what I'm saying? Unless we reach 50 in Super Chat within the next 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying? We will tell that story tomorrow. And or maybe tonight. But definitely probably tomorrow. Also, our highest Super Chatter for this entire chat. Before we go, our highest Super Chatter of the chat is BDJ the Kid, I believe. I believe he Super Chatted 20 through. No, 25. You are our highest Super Chatter. You Super Chatted 25 through. Your name is going to be... No, you get to choose what game we play tonight. So BDJ the Kid, what scary game would you like for us to play tonight? Since you are our highest Super Chatter. You know what I'm saying? But you guys still have a chance to win the highest Super Chatter and choose what game we play tonight, what scary game we play tonight. You know what I'm saying? Any game. You know what I'm saying? As long as I have the game, we play it. You know what I'm saying? If not, you got to Super Chat enough for me to get the game. Hopefully through my tip jar, because anything that's sent through my channel, it takes like 3 months for me to even see it. You know what I'm saying? But anything that's sent through the tip jar is sent to us instantly. With that being said, we shall check the tip jar. So if you guys do send anything through the tip jar, make sure to message me, let me know, so I can give you guys the greatest shout out you've ever gotten in your life.
No one has been arrested for that, but many say it was the work of the NLMB getting revenge on cases.
We are currently watching Trap. Trap something? I enjoy documentaries. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. That's what's up.
A 6-year-old woman who was with him was shot in the knee and taken to Stroger.
All right, so what game would you like for me to play tonight, BDJ?
She suffered a graze wound to the face. She was taken to
I remember you were heading to your friend's house for your stuff, for a skit, and got pulled over and had a knife and a fake gun in the car. Yeah. Yeah, I was very, very, very fortunate. You know what I mean? But yo, if we reach another 50 in Super Chat, you know what I'm saying, regardless of how we reach it, I will stay for another hour. You know what I'm saying? And we'll turn this mug into a subathon. Story time subathon. You know what I'm saying? If not, then the story of tomorrow is going to be the story of how my house got robbed at gunpoint. And it was my friend, and I put all my feet in him when we did it. FNAF, maybe. Yeah. Nah, you're good, BDJ. All right, you guys. So, you know what I'm saying? All right, so I'm going to be here for another 3 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that wants to beat out BDJ and get the highest Super Chat of the stream, which is anything over 25, so you can choose the game we play tonight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
In that same month,
But I will be
got into a
back
fight
tomorrow.
with another inmate, later identified as Ulysses Lugo, in the recreation area of the detention center. The authorities said it lasted for about a minute. At that time, Lugo was seen lunging at Casanova and poking him repeatedly with a sharp object before other gang members joined in. He tried to fight back and managed to poke Lugo several times too, but in the end, Lugo's did Casanova bad. The attack was swift and brutal, with Casanova sustaining multiple wounds to his head and neck. And thankfully, Casanova made it out of this situation alive. Because everyone knows...
You said I'm 30-something, Cameron? I'll be 99 in October. I'm not 30-something. I'll be 99 in October. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to throw a birthday party and everything. You know what I mean? For, you know what I mean? For $150, you can even come through, Cameron. I'll let you show up. You know what I'm saying? $150 for you and whoever else. $150 for you, Cameron. Bet that. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Send it directly through my tip jar. You know what I'm saying? And I'll send you an invitation. Just gonna be you? Understandable. You know what I'm saying? Where are you from, Cameron?
Came out alive.
You know what I mean?
Bars. Because a rapper from Florida who signed to YFN Lucci, known as CP3, had something very disturbing happen to him while in jail. CP3 is currently locked up in Fulton County Jail, and a video came out showing members from YSL poking him up, since he's one of their known ops.
Hey, yo, guys. You're from Ohio? You know what I'm saying? I know, right, Shady? Yo! I know, you see it. Yo, so peep game. You know what I'm saying? For a 50 in super chat, I'll tell you guys what just happened. Because you all saw it, but you don't know. You know what I'm saying? Type of 2, well, you know, yeah. But we about to get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? But if that is sent through, then we'll stay for another hour. What's good, BHD? Hey, what's up, Shady? Yo, what part of Ohio are you from, Cameron? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm from Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? And I lived on the east side of Cleveland for a while. But that's a lot of gangbanger stories. Ross? You mean like...
Let's move on to
you mean like Ross, the clothing store? You live at a Ross? That's wild. Butler County. That makes more sense.
Vine slipped out of the handcuffs and headed toward Freaky. Freaky tried hiding, but Vine caught him since he couldn't do much and knocked him to the
Hey, what's up, BDJ the Kid? What's my favorite snack? Hot Cheetos. Easily. Easily hot Cheetos. Love the things. Utterly love them.
Were both removed from the bullpen. And one thing that left everyone confused was how Vine was able to get out of
Yo, thanks for the compliment your girl plays. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for calling me Poppy. You know what I mean? Appreciate you. It's awesome that I remind you of your father. Free beats. You lived in Toledo? Nigga, I lived in Toledo. What you know about the worst birth rate in Cleveland, Ohio? Huh? Because I'll tell you, that shit was great. It was awesome. It was real. It's true. The females out there, all you had to do was fight. All you had to do was be able to fight. That's it. That's all women in the hood care about. If you can fight, they smashing. If you can't fight, they lying. No, man, they friend zoning. Oh, you are my best friend, then I'll never touch your. You know what I'm saying? Up. Dang, we about to go in 1 minute, man. We out here in a minute. All right, so with that being said, BDJ the Kid, you are the #1 super chatter of the stream. You're the #1, Brody. With that being said, would you like your name in the title, or would you like to choose the game? Your name in the title of the video, or would you like to choose the game that I play?
While he was in jail. It seemed
Dealer's
like the guys
choice.
were about to gang up on Butter once they noticed what was going on. But thankfully, police were on site and instantly broke things up right away.
Yep. I'm guessing you're a female, Cameron. Yeah, it'd be bad if you ever went to the hood. But no, it wouldn't be too bad. Just find the dude. Just find the strongest. Just find a group of dudes and flirt with the strongest dude in the group, and only the strongest dude in the group. If you flirt with anyone else,
it'll probably go bad.
But now, let's move
But
on
only
to
flirt with the strongest dude in the group. You flirt with any of the other ones, and you'll pretty much just be seen as a bop. And the strongest dude in the group won't protect you anymore. He'll just let you get fucked up. Because, you know, who's gonna die for a slag? You know what I'm saying?
For putting hits on people. The song was dedicated to his fallen friend, Gary Mello Laguerre, who was a member of his crew. In 2022, Miami streets were filled with gang violence, leading to many deaths. Encino was forced to look over his shoulder at all times.
You're just a dude with long hair.
Encino would end up getting into some serious trouble.
Yeah, you would have a lot of issues going to the hood. A lot of issues. Name. Oh, you said same or name? Which name, BDJ the Kid? Oh, you want your name? Okay, cool. All right, yo. So, our number one super chatter of the stream gets to have their name in the video, in the scary video of tonight. Today's scary reaction video. Let me see. I'm about to go put your name in the title right now, BDJ. We're putting you in right now. So it's gonna be like another. It's gonna be like another 5 more minutes we're on. So if any of you guys want to snatch the top donor spot from BDJ the Kid and get your name in the title of tonight's Try Not to Scream Challenge. Try Not to Scream Challenge. BDJ the Kid edition. BDJ.
But it isn't always the inmates or gang members
the kid
disturbing and crazy things to each other behind bars and after leaving jail.
Edition.
Sometimes it's the guards. Because rapper Queso is currently behind bars
Yeah.
fighting 2 murder charges. And it's time behind bars.
We got you coming up fresh, BDJ. I'm gonna change the thumbnail, but that's gonna be the titling. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Got you coming up fresh, Brody. You are in the titling of tonight's thumbnail. I mean, of tonight's scary video. Oh, look, another girl with another crush on me. Yo, how long have you had a crush on me for, Christian Haynes? Christian? You spell it like a chick spells it. It'd be hilarious if you were a dude. Not saying you're a dude, or that you look like a dude if you're a chick, but it would be funny. You just came across this stream and you don't even know me. That makes perfect sense. You know what I'm saying? So, type of 1 in the chat, Christian Haynes. Type of 1 in the chat if you're a chick. Type of 2 in the chat if you're a dude. You know what I'm saying? We're doing a social experiment.
Also known as Lil Steve. And G5 was known for making headlines before Lil Baby even blew up.
No problem, BDJ the Kid. We here for another 3.5 minutes.
And was given 20 to 30 years of probation. Releasing him turned out to be a bad idea for Atlanta police, though, because he had pretty much started a crime wave by himself. A month after he got out, he made headlines for breaking into
Yo, thank you, Marustic. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
He already had 24 warrants out, but the cops accused him.
Remember, we listen, we don't judge. According to them, do a backflip for 500. If you super chat 500 directly through, I'll do a backflip. You know what I'm saying? I've just never done one on camera before.
People in the neighborhood were worried about getting robbed, and the cops told them to stop leaving things in the whip since they couldn't catch G5. But in 2018, he got caught up in a crazier case, and by 2018,
why did I stop hanging out with Chavez? He's a certified, you know, he's a certified lover boy, certified, you know what I mean? And he's just not, he's not like us. He's not like us. I'm not. I don't want to hang out with somebody who's like him. What, so he can try to lie harder about how it's me and not him, as he's married to the same Cupcake? A likely story. You know what I'm saying? Not falling for it. Not falling for it.
Find out that Singletary was actually the victim. On December 11th, the cops booked G5 and a dude named Quintez Griffin on felony murder, aggravated assault, armed robbery, and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon.
If you guys have any questions Any like questions you guys really want to know the answer to, super chat it through and I'll answer it. You know what I'm saying? As long as it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? But the higher the super chat, the crazier the question you can ask. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real.
G5, little baby, can't save you this time.
Yo, W's the chat to Jacob Brook. Hey, Blast. I want to start a new painting. What kind of colors do you fuck with? I need some inspiration. I'd say black and purple go together. You know what I'm saying? What type of new painting are you starting, Jacob? Bulk? W's in the chat to Jacob Bulk. He just super chatted 5 directly through to the channel, bro. Yo, the easiest way to super chat your boy is the link that's pinned in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. Next person that super chats through my link that's in the pinned in the comment section gets a shout out. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. Everybody that super chats directly through my tip jar gets a shout out, Joe.
Instead, Jay spent 5 months in prison with his court hearing delayed for over a month. On September 2, 2021, Jay was rushed to Mahima Hospital in Kigali in a critical and unresponsive condition. Despite the doctor's efforts to save him,
that's awesome that you remember me from Iraq. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up that you remember me from Iraq, Ron. Yo.
The effects were quick and devastating.
I can only imagine how long you were in Iraq for, bro. And what war did you fight in? I'm thinking, yo, that's what's up that you're thinking about painting something abstract. Yo, BDJ the Kid just super chatted $1 directly through the channel. W's in the chat to BDJ the Kid. Yo, if anybody does super chat more than 25 or 26 to the channel to be direct, they would get their name in the title of tonight's Try Not to Scream challenge. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I'm 6'2", 270, I'm big. You're a big dude. But this mother 6'4", about 320, 340. You fight me?
I don't even know what that is.
A blood from the west side named Brazen. We got it. You fight me? That much 6'4", about 340, but on swollen, he could get 15 years upstate. We get down, cut. We get around on Huskies, cut, drop me. We get down again on neighborhood crap.
Yeah, be careful going to the hood. You know what I'm saying? Yo, if we reach 46 more in the next 3 minutes, I'll stay for another hour and tell more story times. For real, for real. I'll tell you guys the story of when the guy robbed my house at gunpoint. And like it was a whole Tokyo Ghoul moment, bro. I had the angel on one side be like, nah, man, don't fuck him up. Violence is bad. Don't put people in the hospital, no. And on the other side, it was like, he just robbed your house. And he's looking to do it again. You know, you have to make a statement. And that statement needs to say, hospital, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, the hospital, nigga. I beat up Chavezz? Yes. I did. You know what I'm saying? I told you guys, so before I go, I'll finish the rest of that, me and Chavez's fight story, since you guys super chatted for us to get there. Or BDJ sent all the super chats to finish that story. So, Chavezz, you know what I'm saying, both his arms are shot. He goes to leg kick me. You know, I bend my knee down. He hits the sharp hard part of my knee, hurts his leg really bad. You know what I'm saying? Now he's hobbling. And he's only got like one leg left. His other one is all jacked up since he just tried to kick me. And, you know, I blocked it. I basically Anderson Silva'd his leg, but it just didn't break. You know what I'm saying? And now he's hobbling on one leg. Both his fists are messed up because he tried to punch me both times. And I just blocked and put my elbow directly in the path of where he was trying to hit me at. Boop. Because if you put your elbow up, if you can get your elbow right here when a guy is throwing a punch this way, then he's going to hit your elbow. As long as you're blocking your nose, he's going to hit your elbow. And if he tries to throw a combination from the other side with his other hand, then you just turn your head the rest of the way and you'll connect your elbow with this side of his hand. pretty much making his hand useless. He won't be able to make a fist. His hand will feel fuzzy. Ding! Yeah, I mean, I learned that from one of my boxing homeboys when I was younger. I was like 12. Yeah, I mean, but so now he's hobbling. You know what I'm saying? But again, Chavezz don't give up. He's got infinite grit. He's hobbling on one leg and he runs after me. Ah! You know what I mean? He's like, ah! And then when he gets to me, he tackles me on the ground, figuring that he's going to be able to do something. We're on the ground. So, you know, he's got full mount on me. We're on the ground and shit. And, you know, I put my legs around his back and I isolate one of his arms in order to go for an arm bar, right? Now, I didn't get the arm bar locked because I wasn't really trying to hurt this guy. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I had the arm bar. I had the first lock in position for the arm bar, right? And Chavezz, he goes to try to pick me up, right? He tries to pick me up off the ground, and he gets like halfway up off the ground. And, you know, so then, but unfortunately for him, I guess he didn't realize that, you know, you can get someone off the ground all you want, but getting them this high off the ground is not easy if they're 200 freaking pounds. So he tries to lift me up. He gets me like this high off the ground, and he tries to slam me on the ground, but it doesn't do a lot of damage. You know what I'm saying? So then, you know what I'm saying, I let him go, and he gets up, and he's still hobbled. He's like, and I'm like, all right, so you good? Are you good, or are you done, or are you done? And he was like, yeah, man, I'm done. I'm like, all right, everybody, hey, so who wants to, you know what I mean, you guys done to go get some ice cream? You know what I mean? Like, I just invited everybody to go get ice cream after that. But, you know, he did beat up my friend Jimmy, my Asian friend Jimmy, and that was not cool. You know what I'm saying? You used to be in the hood and almost got shot with your friends. Damn. Yo, that's wild that you used to be in the hood and you almost got shot with your friends, BDJ the kid. You know what I mean? What happened? What happened when you almost got shot to your friend by your friend? Also, if you guys want me to read any parts of your stories that you guys have, super chat them through so I am sure to get them mugs. Because otherwise, it's a lot of comments, so I might not see every single one. That's what's up. Yep. Ice cream after all. Yo, Brody Dunn just super chatted 5 directly through the channel. Yo, that's what's up. If we reach 38 more within the next 7 minutes, then I'm staying for another freaking 50 minutes of BHD story time. You know what I'm saying? And I'll tell you guys the story of my house getting robbed at gunpoint. Man, my first boxing class, I sparred, I was struggling. I was a lot shorter than my sparring partner. Yeah, man, I remember my first boxing classes too, man. I was getting beaten the hell up. You know what I'm saying? I remember my first boxing classes. It was embarrassing to me. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, Brody Dunn, what got you into boxing? You know what I mean? That's what's up. Thank you for the compliment. That is hilarious. I had a dumb friend who played Ding Dong Ditch, and we ran, and an old man came out and started shooting? Oh, no. Yo, that's wild that, you know what I mean, you had a dumb friend who played Ding Dong Ditch, and then you guys ran into an old man, and the old man tried to shoot you guys. Damn. Yo, I'm 5'8", and my sparring partner is 6'3". Damn, that's wild that you're 5'8" and your sparring partner is 6'3". I know a guy who's like 6'8", and we wrestled, and that guy is huge. What's up, Lunar? Yo, what's up, Jonathan Williams? What's up, Vegito? What's up, Solomon? Hey. The hood ain't fun? I mean, the hood is what it is, you know what I'm saying? The hood will always be the hood. You You feel me? The hood would always be the hood. Hey, what's up, y'all? All right, you guys. Sorry, was busy. Understandable. That's cool that you were busy. Hey, yo, so type of one, what time is it where you guys are at? You know what I'm saying? And where are you guys from? All right, so tonight or tomorrow, tonight's BHD story time or tomorrow's BHD story time is going to be the story time of when my house got robbed at gunpoint by a dude that I was friends with from the projects. Gunpoint like a motherfucker. Dang, that's wild that you got hit with jabs in the body, in the head. Damn, every time you tried to get close. Yeah, he was an outfighter, huh? Yo, so are you an infighter or an outfighter? Yo, appreciate the compliment, bros. 535 in Texas. Understandable, Bruce Butler. Yo, I remember you from your super chats back in the day, man. I appreciate you. W's in the chat to Jacob Bulk. W's in the chat to BDJ the Kid, our highest super chatter of the stream. You know what I'm saying? We'll stay for 2 more minutes just in case any of you guys want to get your name put in the title of tonight's Try Not to Scream Challenge, 5 Nights at Freddy's edition. You know what I'm saying? For 26 in super chat, that means you super chatted higher than BDJ the Kid, and you get your name in the title of tonight's Try Not to Scream Challenge. You used to play karate. Yo, that's hella cool that you used to play karate, BDJ. Yo, I like that you do self-defense. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I bet you had an interesting time in high school, BDJ. Would I still press the button? Remove all suffering, but everyone becomes a robot? Type of 1 in the chat if you guys will remove all suffering, but everybody had to become a robot. Type of 2 in the chat if you would keep the suffering, but everyone got free will. Dun, 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 dun. You had to get closer to land punches since I was a lot shorter than him. Yeah, I remember how rough that is. Yeah, that's hard work right there. For real, for real. Aw, Giggins. Sending healing energy to Giggins. He doesn't have any communication skills. Poor thing, can't talk to people. Aw, poor thing. Sending healing energy to Giggin. Yeah? Yeah? Comes into the chat, says, another yapper. Is a live stream. We understand, but what he's really saying is he can't yap. He can't talk. He's not good at it. He went to Floyd Mayweather's schooling for reading and arithmetic. You know what I'm saying? And the lisp is on purpose. You know what I'm saying? Floyd Mayweather's schooling for reading and arithmetic. You know what I'm saying? Yeah? AKA can't read or write or talk. Somehow it's our fault. Poor thing. I hope you get better, Giggins. Sending healing energy. Poor baby. Aww. Him want attention. Poor baby. Nah. He know if him live stream, nobody gonna show up. Poor thing. Poor baby. It's understandable. Sending healing energy to Giggins. Giggins76. You have my sincerest pity. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul. Nah. Yo, W's in the chat to Aiden Plays Official. Yo, what's up? Aiden Plays is back once again. What it is, Brody? Yo, it's good that you're back once again, man. It's good to see you, Brody. You know what I mean? I have so much fun talking to y'all. It'd be hard for me to leave even in the end. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. That's understandable that you don't watch wrestling. W's in the chat. To Aiden Plays official. Yo, Aiden Plays, what you been up to lately, bros? It's good to see you. Oh, not Giggins admitting that the only reason he's here is because he can't do this himself, so he's trying to get our clips. Huh? That's sad. You have my sincerest pity, Giggin, but you also have my permission to use the clip in any which way you want, bro. Good luck, bro. Oh, poor baby. Yo, that's hella cool. Hey, Santa Carabetta is coming out the closet to us, guys. That's awesome. That's awesome, Santo. You know what I'm saying? That's really cool that you see us as loving and awesome people enough, the whole BHD Army as good enough people to come out the closet to, man. That's cool. When did you find out that you were gay? Santo? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I hope you find the man you're looking for, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hope you find what you're looking for. That's what's up, bro. Yeah. My glass up to you, Brody. Yeah. Yo. All right, you guys. We about to get up out of this mug. You know what I'm saying? Yo, that's good that you're respectful to me in the chat, man. You have good energy. Yeah, man. Hey, yo, everybody, what'd you guys eat for breakfast? Yo, thanks for the compliments, man. For real. You shouldn't care what anyone says, Lunar. The only person that matters the most important person in your life should always be you. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't take care of yourself, how can you take care of other people? You know what I'm saying? And that's coming from someone who spent my entire childhood life taking care of other people. I've spent my entire life taking care of other people. You know what I'm saying? So make sure to take care of yourself. That way you can take care of your people. You know what I'm saying? For real. Don't listen to anyone that tells you should, go on, do some stupid self-sacrificial goofy shit. That proves that you care. No, it doesn't. No. Proves you fell for the okie doke. You had toast and tea. That's what's up. Yeah, you got to put your own oxygen mask on before helping others. For real. You guys are freaking awesome, yo. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what's up. Yo, I love that my channel was your childhood, Mia. For real. You got good energy. You ain't, man, hey, look, you know what? Congratulations, Dada. That's what's up. That is understandable that you sell your hole at the 7-Eleven. Kind of scary. Does it fetch good pricing? Me and Chavezz still beefing? There is no beef with me and Chavezz. There is no beef. I'm just telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? Because if I don't tell the truth, then people some people may go on forever believing that Chavezz wasn't lying because I didn't speak up. You know what I'm saying? If Chavezz had never tried lying on me and saying I did it, then I would never tell this story. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm the patsy, then I am snitching. I don't do crime. I definitely don't do cupcake shit. So, you know what I mean? If I'm not gonna be lied on about doing some shit that I don't do. But because the only reason why he said that I was doing it is because he does it. And that is where Skitten came from. She was 15 years old when they consummated their dating. I'll tell you guys what. For 25 in super chat, real quick before we go, I'll tell you guys if we reach 25 in super chat in the next 5 minutes, I will tell you guys the night when Chavezz came and told me and Randy and Justice and everyone else that was at that Aloha Kitchen that night that him and Skitten was watching Amazon. Well, was dating. Yeah, where they consummated they dating. He literally told us. And I was like, that's not a flex. It's just not. It's not a flex. He literally came and tried to brag to us. Hey guys, and I was like, I had to change the subject for him so that he would shut the fuck up about that nasty shit. I was like, what the fuck? What did he lie to you? No. It's too hard to decipher. Can't decipher that one. I don't know. Hey, thanks for the compliment, non-public. You know what I'm saying? Yo, that's cool that you threw a like and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's up, Vegito? You know what I'm saying? Hey, JD, you got to super chat your question through. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way I'll read it. That's what's up. You still talk to Randy? I don't. You know? Because why would I hit him up? There's no reason. I have no reason to hit him up. You know what I'm saying? He would have to hit me up and apologize. Anything other than that, I don't hear it. Yo, my friends are asking, why are your knuckles really dark? Because my story times are all lies. That's why my knuckles are so dark, is because all my BHD story times about fighting is fake. All of them. I paint them every time before I go on the air. You know what I'm saying? I make sure to paint this one the darkest because this is always the first one that connects with a person if we have to talk about, if the conversation gets to that place. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like, you know, a lot of BHD story times is all it is. But, you know, oh, snap. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like, my knuckles are hella dark because, you know, mine. But yeah, that's the reason why my knuckles are black. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. All right, so if you guys have any crazy questions, you know what I'm saying, make sure to super chat them through. You know what I'm saying? That way I'll see your question. All right, y'all. JPS. Oh, Smiley can't fight. Yeah, poor thing. Hey, Smiley, when did you realize that you can't fight? You know what I'm saying? And who taught you not to fight? Where did you learn not to fight from? Smiley. Nah. That's what's up. Christy asks, am I black? For 15 in Super Chat, I'll answer that question. Huh? The answer will shock and amaze you. Huh? The answer will both shock and amaze you. Oh, I did a 23andMe and everything, guys. The answer will shock you. Am I black? The answer will shock you. You know what I'm saying? We reach 15 in Super Chat within the next 2 and 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you guys. Huh? For real, for real. Yeah, yeah. All right, man. You guys stay up. How many fights have I won? See, that's like even more BHD story times. All right, you guys. I'm about to roll out. You know what I'm saying? Any crazy questions you guys have, you know what I'm saying? Like, you guys have to, if you guys super chat your questions through, you know what I'm saying? Then I'll read the mugs out loud. You know what I mean? For real, for real. Oh, hilariable. Hey, what's up, Joshua Fisher? I'm doing good. I hope you're doing good as well. Yeah, yeah. How many fights have I won? I want you guys to guess. Men who can't fight usually try to crack jokes on men who can. It just means you can't fight. That's what it means, Smiley. And I've seen this happen in real life a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when you save that guy using your fighting skills, if you mention your fighting skills in front of a man who can't fight, in front of a man who knows that if he can't defend himself or his family, then they just start getting mad and trying to roast the person. It's the same thing the guys do whenever they get around a guy that women sit on. You know what I mean? If you ever like when guys that don't get women get around guys that women chase after, those guys make backhanded jokes about guys who get women, trying to make them seem like there's something wrong with them for getting women because they don't get any. It's the same way that when you run into a guy who tries to say that any guy that likes to watch Amazon with the female is like some sort of sicko or pervert, that's because that guy does not get to watch any Amazon with any women. It's been scientifically proven. Look it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you not being able to defend your family and your friends or any of your group, you not being the tribal leader of your group, there's nothing wrong with that, Smiley. There's nothing wrong with having to stand behind your wife as she tries to argue down the big black guy that you can't fight. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? It's completely understandable that, you know, if there's a sound or a bump in the night, you wake up and you look next to your wife, whose name is Phyllis, because she's probably manly. Is Phyllis, can you wake up and go check out that sound? You know what I mean? You're the bigger and stronger one of us too. You're the bigger one of us too. Can you go check that out? Oh, thank you, Phyllis. Oh, and by the way, Phyllis, do not be afraid to make me a sandwich while you're down there if you can. You know what I'm saying? But she throws something back at you because you feminine. You know what I mean? So she throws something at you. Wow. And hit you in the head with it. You know what I'm saying? Understandable. Do I watch One Piece? I love One Piece, but only the fight scenes. You know what I'm saying? Only the fights. because, you know, the story is too convoluted. It's way too many episodes. It's like 1,100 episodes, and it's a lot of filler. You know what I'm saying? But yo, I got a treat for you guys. All right, so number one, you know what I'm saying? I will be dropping BHD story time every Saturday. You feel me? From now on. Number two treat for you guys is make sure to go watch Yu Yu Hakusho live action on Netflix. It'll blow your, even if you don't like anime, even if you do like anime, like fast forward past the first episode, which is slow. The next episode has some of the best fight scenes you've ever seen anywhere in it. I can guarantee it. You know what I'm saying? Come back and let me know. Go show your girl, show your crush the second episode, about halfway through the second episode of Yu Yu Hakusho live action on Netflix, and then come back and thank me, because you will. It is literally the best live action, exotic fight scene, CGI fight scene stuff you've ever seen in your life. So the first episode sucks, but the last 5 episodes is just pure adrenaline, aside from the parts where they're talking about love and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Chavezz married a Cupcake. Skitten was 1.5 when he consummated and started dating her. You know what I'm saying? But I'll tell you guys that as an add-on in tonight's story time. You know what I'm saying? You guys stay up.